A lot of teams kind of have that mentality that zone is beneath them, and I just don't foresee us seeing much zone this evening.
I would be surprised against Mac, yeah. More of an old school man-on-man type of mentality.
I don't understand it because I love the zone. I love, zone, but there's kind of that for a lot of real basketball purists, they look down their nose at the zone.
Coaches will tell you it teaches your kids to be lazy, so that's kind of, but sometimes it's effective.
I mean, our C team girls, we saw it while we were setting up. They played a zone, and I thought when we switched to zone, when we lost Lauren Specht as a big, we switched to zone in that quarantine period for her, and they played well. I think it frustrated. It makes the other team shoot those three balls that might be contested, and I think especially with how quick we are this year, that at some point we may see that for these Lady Crusaders especially.
Well, it frustrates the other team probably a large part because they just don't see it very often.
Yep.
And so it takes them a little while to figure it out. Well, a couple of big ones here in the Roundhouse. Of course, the basketball that has happened on this floor, you start talking names like Henson and Robertson and Lecker and all the great names that have come through here in the MAC tournament too.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, Brad Underwood, the head coach at Illinois. I mean, he's a McPherson High grad that played basketball here. I mean, this place, just basketball is in their DNA.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Buhler team has won on this floor. Can it happen tonight? We'll find out coming up. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Hutchinson Community College, by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dix Phillips 66, by Neufels Flooring, and by Daily Donuts. We're back with more of our Midway Motors Drive to the Game in a moment on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're on a Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game, time for tonight's Phoenix Restoration Player Profile. It's senior Marin Lackey joins us now. Marin, it's good to have you back in uniform tonight. I know you've been ill last couple of games. Probably tough to not be out there with your teammates.
Yeah, it's been really hard. I tried to come back and it didn't work out so well one of the practices, and so I just really been looking forward to getting back in the gym and back on the court, and I was really missing it in my team.
All right, so you've gone from being a part of a team last 2 years, it's pretty upperclassman heavy, to a team now this year with a lot of freshmen. What's the change been like?
It's been different. There's less experience. That's where I really just have to do a good job with our leadership. But this freshman class has brought a lot of energy, and they work hard. They're working hard in practice. They're working hard in games. So they've got a lot of potential.
As to the team, that energy that they do bring?
Yeah, it definitely does. The energy from this year to last year is just completely different, in my opinion. It's a lot more. There's a lot more heart in it, which is something that I'm really appreciative of.
We're talking about plans for next year and going to go play soccer at HCC. Got one more high school season before we get there, so excited about that in the spring, and look forward to what you guys can do on the soccer pitch.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm just trying to, take in all the things from my senior year. So my senior football season, training, basketball season, and then in the spring soccer season. But I'm also really looking forward to being able to play for HEC in the fall next year. So that'll be really exciting.
All right, well, just moving forward with obviously a young team, some growing pains, some things that are going to be key to you guys having success here going forward.
Well, tonight especially, it's just communication, just talking so much, and just trusting each other. We've got, wow, that was, Sammy just had a great finish. Like, we've got the players, we've got all the pieces, so just being able to put it together and trust each other and trust our coaches and our teammates.
I do appreciate that there's no fear in this group, so that's been fun to watch.
No, there's no fear.
With us in our player profile, we're back with more right after this.
Home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are continually updated, from seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers. Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's the New Year New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands. Trade-in values have never been higher, and
McPherson coming up the 7th in the state final against Mac. Girls really don't know any better as far as the tradition and what it's like to play here at the Roundhouse. So
way with Buhler, it's always been a game that you look forward to, and you have optimism, but you don't ever really see that play out, and so it gives you something to look forward to. Being, hey, we want to be the class that breaks this. We want to be the class that breaks the McPherson streak, and you see that in football. Being a senior, all the conversation was, hey, we can't let this happen. This has been something growing up we haven't been able to do. We watched Lawson Schultz and Dylan Brown and Dalton Brown lose on that Philly special here at McPherson in playoffs, and that's something that's always implanted in our brains, and so we have to be able to upset the story and write our own side of it. So that's something these girls
the curtain and look 2 years from now and see what this matchup would look like. That'll be interesting.
I know in middle school last year, we had a non-conference game up here played at the old middle school in the pit gym, and it was quite the battle. The gap hopefully closing, and
got to be strong on the glass, strong inside tonight. Don't give up a lot of offensive rebounds. And then offensively, Mac's going to pressure.
Much of it a huge size, disparity as they were the other night, but definitely the guard play tonight is going to be a big step up from what we saw at a circle.
Yeah, Gracie Ord not starting tonight. We'll get it from her. Of course, we've seen it from several of these kids, the fact that they just play hard.
Yeah, she's somebody that really, the thing to me that stands out the most about Faith Miller, she's very strong with the ball. When she gets the ball out at the wing, she's just very sure with it, and somebody that's very strong with the basketball.
Yeah, she's worked really hard. At the beginning of the season, she had a lot of turnovers. She's been in the gym working on that.
Still goes back to, I think, Utsi and her senior leadership, and the offense here early in the year has run through her, and she's had some nice sprints, close to a double-double every game, and they'll need that out of her again tonight. Mac just 2-3, 1-0 in the league, and they play just a brutal early season schedule. All three of those losses against ranked 5 and 6A teams, and I think they do that twofold. Number one, that tough schedule helps you get ready for later in the year. Number two, there are not a lot of people raising their hand saying we want to play McPherson, so sometimes they're forced to play up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there's somebody that league schools outside the division are not lining up to play McPherson on either side.
Yeah, so talk about losses to Blue Valley, Andover, Dodge City early. This team averaging 44 points a game, giving up 36. They did beat El Dorado a week ago, Tuesday night, in league play to open the league schedule. 66 that club. All three starters, including Grace Pyle, who is in roster than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a strong senior class, but then beyond that, some years when you play McPherson, they roll out 5 senior starters, so it's a little bit different this year than having a junior and a
side. Very talented young lady, and certainly she'll be key for Mac tonight.
Yeah, for sure. McPherson's going to want to get the ball down the floor as fast as they can, score those easy transition layups, but this is a team that's not afraid to shoot and not afraid to be physical down low. Look for Peyton Howard to go at it with Abby Utsi down low on the post a couple times, and Lauren Larterbrew is actually joining Alex Hutton at Fort Hays to play soccer, I believe. So that'll be a matchup for Alex and Lauren Larterbrew to hook up on the pitch later next year.
Yeah, Mac was a very physical team last year. They expect more of that this season. Of course, Chris Staffman, so much success here now in his 17th year. And looking for more. But again, just that 2-3 start. Neither McPherson team ranked here early in the season. I guarantee you that will not last the entire year. Crusader basketball brought to you by Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, by Rise Up Reno, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. More of our pregame just ahead here. Live from McPherson, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
The Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the ad.
All about strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. How we can protect your health, life, property.
Local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Oh,
Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 2 salt of Hutchinson.
At Nextech Wireless, we've got your holiday needs covered with the iPhone 13 Pro or the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 on us for new and existing customers. If you want to make the switch but your current provider has you stuck in an agreement, don't worry. Trade in that phone for a new one with Nextech Wireless and we'll pay off your old agreement for up to $1,000. Call, text, or visit us for more information. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas.
HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network. Midway Motors, family owned and operated, and committed to making our communities a better place. Standings on the girls' side coming in off to an 0-1 start. Augusta and El Laredo at the bottom of the league on the girls' side at 0-2. Field both 0-2. Elsewhere in the league, just a short schedule tonight as the team's wrapping up. Congratulations on the way to our debater. One of those has a familiar last name, I see.
Yes.
Mercury Lusk, Isabella Sanford, Henry Busenbark, Calvin Shank, Ethan Hart. Pretty cool.
Yeah, excited for those folks, and yeah, it'll be fun to get to see them try to compete for a 4A state title in January.
Not much else happening. All other sports off until January. Swimming and wrestling will pick up again on January 6th, and bowling enters its season rankings today. The girls' side in 4A now, Bishop in school history. I can't guarantee that. 4, Andale 5, Lewisburg 6. Fritz Network.
This has been the Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. On HKFM.
Some of the most important ingredients are the ones you can't see. At Countryside Feed, we offer consistency. Feed recipes customized specifically for your herd with the farm. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock.
We're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider. You'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on check availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire.
Added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it.
Bam. Back here inside by the medicine shop and by Midwest Iron and Metal, we're giving you the 4. Buhler up to number 3 this week. Concordia, Tonganoxie round out the top 5, and Mac is back in the rankings at 8th, Augusta 10th. So, boy, the boys side of the league be brutal this year. Circle's a really good team too, and so lots coming up in the second half of the year to look forward to. KU basketball, the only other action on the Astro Sports Network happening tonight. Jayhawks are in Boulder to take on the Colorado Buffs, and that is a 8 o'clock tip. It's a late tip from Colorado. Pregame tonight on 94.7 KSKU at 6:30. You get all of our action streaming on the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Few fans filing in here to the Roundhouse. I've called a lot of games in this place. Not a lot of wins, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's been kind of a desert for Buhler on the hardwood here in the Roundhouse.
You know, for years, both teams played in the MAC tournament. And I have called a Buhler girls game in a championship of the MAC tournament before. It's been 11, 12 years ago they played St. John, I believe it was. But not a lot of wins since then. You know, and I was just looking down the press row, and Steve Sell is missing.
Yes.
Of course, on the McPherson radio side. I think he's up on their wall of fame now. And he's probably been to every McPherson basketball game for the last 30 years. So.
Oh, I think even 40 plus, because I think this is his 43rd year of covering McPherson sports.
Wow. Well, the last time a Buhler team beat a MAC team on this floor, none of the kids playing in these games were born yet. So it has been a long time. We'll see if we can change that tonight or not. Still heartbroken over last year, and of course, needed one free throw. And boy, I love Jack Voth. Had to feel for him after that game on the guy's side.
Yeah, I still remember my favorite part from that is the leadership of Peyton Hawkinson and Reed Scott going right up to him and picking his head up. That's something that has stuck with Jack, and you know he's going to be thinking about today.
All right, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main and Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. For the 2 and 3 MAC Bullpups, 17th year head coach Chris Strathman, a 5'5" senior, number 2, Lauren Lavertu. Lauren had 16 points on Saturday in that loss up in Kansas City to Blue Valley. A 5'5" senior, number 10, Ella Schmid. A 5'9" senior, number 12, Peyton Howard. A 5'8" sophomore, number 25, Carter Albert. Albert had 9 points in the Bullpup loss on Saturday. And a 5'6" junior, number 32, Chloe Clevenger. Again for McPherson, Lavertu, Schmid, Howard, Albert, and Clevenger. For the 0-4 Buhler Crusaders, 0-1 in the league under second-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. And they will start like this. At one guard, a 5'4" junior, number 5, Taryn Horning. Taryn averaging 3.5 points here in the early season. Another guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 20, Faith Miller, averaging 2 points and 2.5 rebounds a game. In the post, a 5'10" freshman, number 2, Natalia Kreifels. Natalia averaging 8 points, 5 boards a game. A 5'9" freshman, number 22, Charlie Baxter, had her season best 5 points against Hutch here about a week and a half ago, averaging 3 points, 2.5 rebounds. And a 5'9" senior, number 25, Abby Utsi, leads the team in scoring and rebounding, 7.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. Again, Kreifels, Horning, Miller, Baxter, and Utsi for Buhler. Assistant coaches Sam Pauls and Keith Price. Lady Crusaders only the second time this year in their road black uniforms with the maroon trim and maroon lettering. It'll be the home whites tonight, red trim and red lettering for the Lady Pups. And we are set to go with Crusader basketball here courtside of the Roundhouse tonight on KWHK Hutchinson. Here in the West, Crochet, Carson Moeller with you. We'll be off for a spell. Next games will be at Augusta on January the 7th. And there is the tip control. McPherson, we are underway right to left. This is Lauren Lavertu, the 5'5" senior. Out front to Ella Schmid. Buhler opens in a man. Here's Lavertu, the right side circle. Schmid out high. Near side Clevenger on the drive. Slips, falls in the lane. The ball is picked off inside by the Lady Crusaders. A rare mistake early from McPherson. And Charlie Baxter came away with the ball.
Yeah, good to see the freshman contributing here early on.
Here is Utsi, right side circle. Picked up by Albert. Abby drives inside. Baseline and whistled for a double dribble. Not sure why Abby was looking to pass out of that. She had a perfect opportunity to go right to the glass and didn't take it.
Yeah, and then one of the MAC defenders just got their hand enough into her dribble path that it caused the double dribble.
Back the other way, team's trading turnovers to start. Here's Albert inside, shot up, missed. Offensive rebound for Peyton Howard. Out front to Clevenger, near side Labertu. They dump it inside, ball knocked loose, and a tie-up for it. And the arrow will give the ball back to the Lady Crusaders. So, boy, you don't want to count your chickens before they're hatched, right? But two good defensive possessions in a row to start the game for Buhler.
I like the zone defense.
No doubt, no doubt. And now some of that full court pressure we were talking about, we thought we were going to see out of MAC.
So here is Baxter in backcourt being shadowed by Clevenger. They play it to Horning. Well, Horning is bumped by Labertu. No call. Labertu knocks the ball loose, takes it away. MAC forces a turnover. Buhler very unsure in that double team. Now, what a play inside by Utsi, who gets tangled up with Labertu. And they'll call a tie-up. The jump ball arrow possession stays with McPherson.
Nice job by Utsi, just jumping the route that time, getting in front, and almost got the full turnover.
Marin Labertu left of the basket to play it in. No score, 6:44 to play in the first. Labertu left corner. Buhler playing some zone here on this third defensive set. There's a shot, a three from the right wing. It's good by Chloe Clevenger. And so MAC leads early, 3-0. 6:28 to play here in the first. And a steal. Ball taken away by the Pups. Third Buhler turnover. Layup in the lane missed, but a whistle and a foul called in early. It's a couple of hustle plays by Clevenger. Who hit that Buhler three, or that McPherson three, excuse me, and now gets herself to the free throw line. The foul is on Taryn Horning, her first. And team foul number 1.
That's the tough thing about turning the ball over there, trying to break the press. It gives McPherson a chance for a run out.
Clevenger at the line. Free throw good. We go back to beating the press. Buhler, to be successful, they're going to have to figure out how to get the ball into the offensive end of the court.
Yeah, because Buhler, when they've had the half-court games, has been able to be successful. It's when the running games have been a little bit tougher for Buhler.
Clevenger 2 of 2 at the line, makes it 5-0 MAC. Buhler plays it ahead. Here is Utsi in front court. Three up top on the way. The left hand swishes through for Charlie Baxter.
Great job by Baxter, cutting it back to a one-shot game. Nice dish by Utsi as she drove a little bit and then kicked out to Baxter.
Baxter 3 coming with 6:07 on the clock here in the first quarter. In the game now 5-3.
Baxter is a scorer. She was one of the main scorers for this group of freshmen coming through the middle school ranks.
Yeah, very versatile too, can play inside, outside.
Yes.
Buhler stays in a 2-3 zone here as MAC up 2. Here's Clevenger off a screen. Labertu out front. Far side to Alvord. Doing its job early. Far side Alvord underneath the basket, stepped out of bounds, and MAC turns it over for a third time. Well, we were talking about this zone in pregame, and it's not like there's any crazy, weird, scientific whatever to the zone. It's just that teams don't face it that much anymore.
Well, and a lot of times teams will try to drive against a zone. And
so 5-3, Buhler down 2. Gracie Orway. Ball taken by the Pups, up 2, right side up. Horning double teamed. The ball deflected, knocked away. Faith Miller's got it. Got to hurry, get it across the timeline. Here comes Faith, left to right.
The board, but got boxed out by Alvord.
Back working it right.
Just complimenting how well we were defending base on that.
By Clevenger, offensive board. Comes Utsi. She'll take it across the timeline, and a reach-in foul from behind. That'll stop play with 4:19 to go in the first.
Foul will be on Peyton Howard. That's her first personal first foul on MAC. And I tell you what, fellas, you know, in a game like this, if Buhler can just avoid that initial onslaught of getting into a big hole, you know, the longer we...
McPherson and Claudia Taylor is coming to the ball game for the Lady Crusaders. Another one of those talented freshmen. Here is Horning, out high against Labertu, plays it off to Taylor. Here's side of Utsi. Utsi to Kreifels. Utsi back in the lane. Oh, lost the handle. Popped right out of her hands. And MAC takes it away the other way. Layup missed, but the rebound, Labertu puts it back up and in.
Labertu did exactly what you're supposed to do on a fast break as the trailer.
With a 2-possession lead, and Coach Mitchell Stetter wants a timeout. 9-3 early.
Your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options,
Well, KU was on the floor practicing.
Wow. And that's when it went down.
When the news came out.
Wow.
So
wow.
It has been that kind of year. Just reading today, COVID quarantines have gone like crazy this week in the NFL. Here is Abby Utsu. Hit her with it, 4:23 to go. Meanwhile, in Mac.
We're here in the second quarter, and we're about halfway through.
Utsu plays it to Baxter, right side circle. Out front to Utsu. Near side, Miller. Pass down low, Baxter deflected out of bounds. Yes, almost like Mac was a little bit asleep there in the first 8 minutes, but man, have they woken up in the second quarter.
Well, the turnovers against the press really just started leading towards fast break points and really helped to break this game open for the Lady Pups.
Buhler to play it in. Right of the basket. Taryn Horning. Into UC up top, Baxter. Charlie for three, off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be Mac ball.
Well, Buhler at least that time was working the ball in the half court. I mean, and so that's something that's going to help keep the score from getting even crazier, is if Buhler can just try to work the ball on the offensive end and have some good shot selections.
Labertu with the ball, plays it into front court, far side circle. Ella Schmidt. Near side to Moores. Out of Labertu. That's 16 in that loss on Saturday for the Pups. Jayla McLeod is checked in the ball game. 5'9" sophomore for McPherson. Shot missed inside. Rebound Natalia Kreifels. And Kreifels sealed off on the baseline. Nowhere to go. Lost it out of bounds. Substitutions here. Marin Lackey. Charlie make it Claudia Taylor. And Desa DeVenti back in the game for Buhler. Buhler without Gracie Ord tonight, who has been starting at point guard for this team. And there's Labertu off the inbound. Layup good. She's got 6. 35-7.
Now McPherson thankfully is pulled off the press, so let's see if the Lady Crusaders can get some offense ginned up.
26-2 run for McPherson. Here is Taylor on a drive, cut off right baseline, and they call her for traveling. Substitutions, Peyton Howard and Carter Alvord check back in for McPherson. Back into front court, right to left, 2:52 to play, first half.
Buhler in the 2-3 zone.
Pups leading 35-7. That zone worked in the first quarter. Mac figuring it out now, though. A nice pass low to Howard, layup good, and a foul.
Well, the tough thing about a zone situation is it works great if it's a close game, but if you get behind much, you know, the offense can really be patient and methodical and burn a lot of clock, and it's tough to come back running a zone.
Desa DeVenti's going to come out here. This will be Emmy Stallman, the 6-foot sophomore, who checks in. Emmy has only played in one other game early. Claudia Taylor, but then the pass to Taryn Horning is the rebound. Taylor in there, and a whistle and a foul called. Second bullpup to Labertu. Near side circle, Lackey. Lost it. Out of bounds. It goes off McPherson. Last touched underneath by Jayla McLeod. It'll stay with the Crusaders.
McLeod with
line into Utsi. Out on the wing to Lackey. Up top, here's Horning. Long two. Misses back iron. Rebound inside for Peyton Howard. Labertu ahead, near side circle. To get out, no good. Boy, Labertu, tough rebound inside. That has the ball poked away, loose in backcourt. And it goes out of bounds in front of the McPherson bench. It'll be Buhler ball.
So if you're Buhler right now, only 1:41 left to go in the second quarter, looking to just try to get that first basket of the second quarter, trying to build a little bit of momentum going into the halftime break.
Boy, Buhler not at full song either. Talked about Ord not playing tonight. Of course, a couple of games ago, Kaylin Seeley rolled her ankle and is not even dressed tonight. We haven't seen Ava Combs either in this game. There's Utsi playing hard inside. And if you saw the You saw the ankle of Seeley. It was about 4 times the size of what it should be. Here is Lackey, far side circle. Good to have Marin back after being ill a couple of games in a row. She was our player profile tonight. She's got the ball up top with a 3, and that's good. First points of the second quarter, Marin Lackey.
Good to see the Crusaders finally break into the score call in this quarter.
37-10. Lead is 27.
Under a minute to play. They work it inside.
Here's Howard inside. Corner. 3 ball. Alvord. Rebound. Clevenger. I really like Clevenger. She's just kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, she can shoot it outside. She can be aggressive on the interior as well.
39-10 the other way. Traveling called. Alexis Dukes will return to the back lineup. A lot of pressure being played. Tough for Taryn Horning tonight to come off the floor.
Yeah. The MAC guard play really, really good. They can defend full 90 feet. Even though they don't have the full court pressure, they guard the perimeter extremely well.
Marin Lackey getting a lot of minutes. See how much you think you missed 2 games with illness. See how much she has in the tank tonight. Far side Clevenger. And look inside Howard. And Chris, you're open. Ball
yes.
Coming right at you.
You saw those cat-like reflexes.
Just save the computer. That's all I ask. Claudia Taylor in front of us to play it in. Mac's 6th turnover into Horning. Horning fouled by Labertu. Labertu the reach in, her first. Team 6th. 4 seconds left in the half. Horning launches a 3. Clangs off the glass, no good, and that gets us to halftime. Well, Buhler played tough for the first 8 minutes in this game. Zone came out and worked early, forced actually some McPherson turnovers in that first quarter. And Abby Utsi was big on the glass, but at the end of the day, there's turnovers piled up in the second quarter. That got Mac out in front, and then Mac shooting a ton of 3s. And not a great percentage in the first half, but they hit 3 or 4 of them. And then I thought really when Howard came back in after sitting with those 2 fouls, she gave him a big spark off the bench.
Yeah, we made some hay when Howard was off the floor, but you really see why she's one of the senior leaders from McPherson, 2nd leading scorer of the game, and hits the glass hard and defends well as well, and really a nice player for the Lady Pups.
Just 3 second quarter points for the Lady Crusaders. That tray by Marin Lackey. That gets us to halftime, 39-10. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal, by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Wade Penn Insurance, by Diatech, and by Withco Steel Products. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
This is an important time of year for Santa. If his sleigh is not in top shape, there will be disappointment all around the world. This is Steve Miller from Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. If your sleigh is not in good working order, you won't be having Rudolph to bail you out of a jam. But Red Rock Auto Center can. We can replace alternators, starters, heater cores, batteries, tires, and most other things that break and wear out on your vehicles today. Red Rock Auto Center is locally owned and offers exceptional service. You can find us at 200 North Main Street in South Hutchinson.
Get your prescriptions with no hassle at the Little White Castle.
You've heard that medicine shop jingle for over 20 years. We know that picking up prescriptions at the drugstore can be challenging. At the medicine shop, we try our best to make your drugstore experience pleasant. With 4 pharmacists and several knowledgeable pharmacy technicians, the medicine shop has the manpower to efficiently accommodate you. So next time you need a prescription with no hassle, try the Little White Castle, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
Sports in a minute. I am Fulton Castor. Kansas State head coach Chris Kleinman met with the media this afternoon.
Games have been a little bit tougher for Buhler.
3 for
back to a one-shot game. Nice dish by Utsi as she drove a little bit and then kicked out to Baxter.
Baxter 3 coming. Plays it ahead. Here is Utsi in front. Here is Utsi in front court.
Part of our world that we pay little attention to.
Coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
During the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. Change happens when people work towards common goals. Everyone can encourage our kid, Reno.
HKFM.
Well, back here to start the second half. Labber to Schmid, Howard, Alvord, and Clevenger for McPherson. Kreifels, Horning, Miller, Baxter, and Utsi for Buhler. Charlie Baxter and Marin Lackey each had 3 points in that first half to lead the Crusaders. Clevenger with 13 for McPherson. I got some good news. Wasn't a lot of fouls called in the first half, just 3 total free throw attempts by both teams. So that helps the game to go along a little bit faster. You don't have a bunch of free throws.
Yep, and I have a feeling that you know how it goes in a game that's already kind of in hand. Officials tend to kind of not stop the play as much as often, so second half I have a feeling it's going to pretty much fly by. But no, if you're the Lady Crusaders right now, you want to just see who's going to still battle when you're down, and that's so much of a – coaches really have a chance to evaluate what kids are going to be people that are going to make the most of their time and what kids are going to be the ones that lay down. And so it'll be fun as long as the girls come out and play hard. They'll have something to build on here going into the Christmas break.
It'll be Buhler ball to start the second half, going right to left. Natalia Kreifels will play it into Taryn Horning. And then Horning was going to give it right back to Kreifels. Didn't see the pass. Stolen away, layup in the other end, missed by Carter Alvord. Offensive board by Lauren Labertu. Max got it back, right corner, stop pop for 3. That is strong from Ella Schmid. Rebound Buhler. Utsi's got it. Up the floor with the right hand. Here comes Abby going all the way inside against Howard. Off the glass, shot missed. I like the aggression though. And a tie up on the rebound. It'll be Mac ball, but I really like the aggression by Abby Utsi.
Yeah, good to see Utsi just take it all the way to the rim. She got bodied up by Howard, but going up against one of their best players, good to see Abby being tough there.
Abby's just it's a hard kid not to like too. Back the other way. Labertu with it, far side Schmid. In the lane to Howard. Howard flips it in the corner to Labertu. Howard streaking baseline right to left. Missed the shot inside. Offensive board for Matt Clevenger. In the corner to Labertu for 3. Strong. Howard with a rebound. Mac has chucked up a ton of threes. They've not had a lot of success from beyond that arc. They put up a lot of shots though. 7 minutes to play in the third. Ball knocked away loose inside and stolen by the Crusaders.
Yeah, it's definitely been volume scoring behind the arc for McPherson.
Yeah, they were just 3 of 13 from behind that arc in the first half. Here is Charlie Baxter with the ball. Long 2, left side, missed. Rebound Howard inside. We talked a lot about Labertu in the pregame. I think Howard's the difference for them. Howard and Clevenger. Shot inside. Alvord layup good, and it's 41-10. First points of the second half. But they really don't have anybody else that can play strong inside like Howard can. Now a steal. Alvord takes it away. Layup on the other end. Back-to-back buckets for the sophomore Carter Alvord. 43-10.
She heard you praising some of the other teammates, and she said, I need to get in the...
I don't think anybody's anticipating this guys game coming up, are they?
No.
Far corner, Ella Schmid for 3, and that...
in that conversation.
Yeah, she's had 7 points,
She heard me leaving her out.
Yes.
Side Labertu. Labertu, boy, nice dish to Howard. Layup good. Howard's got 10. 48-10. Buhler the other way, Utsi. Utsi near side baseline, plays it in the corner to Horning. Taryn dribbling to the free throw line up top, Faith Miller. Far side of Utsi. Looking for Baxter, picked off by Clevenger. She's just everywhere. Not big, but fast. Layup inside, missed. Rebound, putback. Carter Alvord has now scored 9 points in the third quarter, and it's 50-10.
She's got 9 of their 11 points. It's an 11-0 run.
3 the other way, missed by Utsi. Rebound inside Alver. Plays it ahead to Labertu. To Howard, mishandled the ball. Good recovery there inside by Charlie Baxter. Out of the wing, 3 on the way. Ella Schmidt hits back iron. Rebound Howard. Working against Baxter and forcing a travel. I guarantee Charlie's not intimidated.
No.
By Peyton Howard.
And I tell you what, Peyton Howard, there's some players that you look at the roster and go, man, are you sure they're this height one way or the other? Howard looks a lot taller than 5'9", doesn't she? Just a lot of length.
It's just the length, I think. She's got long arms, good vertical.
Yes. Probably the best inside player we've seen since the player for Hutch. Green.
Lackey for 3, missed. Boy, look at Charlie fighting for that rebound. Almost saved it to Taryn Horning, but out of bounds. I'm convinced that's why I've never been able to dunk the ball, is I don't have long arms. I also don't have a good vertical.
You got that credit card vertical, I heard.
Yes. 50-10, 4:17 left here in the third. Buhler in a 2-3 zone. Back out of the wing. Albert into Clevenger. Layup missed. Rebound fought for. Goes off Utsi. Picked up by McPherson. Labertu came away with it. Near side circle to Moores. Out of Labertu. And traveling on Mac.
Good job by Marin Lackey, just gumming things up at the top of the 2-3 zone.
Here comes Allie Goins for the first time tonight. This is her first minutes of the season. Another kid that she'll play hard for you. Out front Goins. Far side Claudia Taylor. Taylor drives baseline. Pull up Jay. Missed. Short. Rebound McPherson. Pops ahead. Dribbling through traffic. Clevenger. Out of the wing. Through the hands of Albert. She'll get it back. Rifles it back inside. Near side corner. 3 on the way. Horning up the floor. Right to left. Taryn driving inside, ball knocked away. Horning will scramble back to get it near midcourt. Goins has it out front. Near side Lackey.
Lady Crusaders still looking for their first bucket of this third quarter.
Baxter, ball taken away by Clevenger. Layup good. And a timeout. 2:48 to go in the third. 55-10. Mac running away with it here in the third from the roundhouse. And we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball tonight from McPherson, brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, by Apex Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. Matt girls leading Buhler 55-10 with 2:48 to go in the third. Out of the timeout is Marin Lackey, Allison Goins, Taryn Horning, Charlie Baxter, and Claudia Taylor. Right to left, here is Horning. Right side circle guarded by Labertu. They'll work it down low. And Taylor has the ball knocked out of bounds off the hand of Alexis Dukes. Natalia Kreifels returning for the Lady Crusaders, and Baxter will go out.
Charlie having some good minutes tonight. Not necessarily scoring a lot, but nobody from Buhler's been doing much scoring.
There's Taylor for 2. Right side off the window, missed. Rebound Peyton Howard. Buhler yet to score here in the second half. Far side with it is Dukes. Inside, ball knocked away and stolen away by Taylor. Ahead, Kreifels to Lackey. Right side, 2, swishes through for Marin. She's got 5.
And that's the first basket of the second half for the Lady Crusaders.
55-12, 2:02 to play in the third. And Labertu passes up a 3 right side, dumps it low. This is Elric on a turnaround. And Rihanna Elric gets her first bucket of the night, 57-12.
She's now the 7th Lady Pup to score tonight.
Horning has it, left side baseline, out front Kreifels. She'll shoot the 2, missed. Rebound out of bounds, it'll be Mac ball. I don't think any question. Winfield right now 2-0 in the league, Circle 2-0. I think the league runs. This isn't the eye-popping MAC team that has been some years. I say that, and it's 57-12. But I think the league title runs through MAC. It's hard for it not to.
No doubt.
Here's Howard.
I'm interested to see how they match up with Winfield, with Winfield's size.
Yeah, the big inside. Howard missed the shot. Rebound, putback. The two of them get in foul trouble. I think that probably changes the game a little bit. Horning, free throw line, jumper, good for Taryn.
Good to see her getting some scoring here tonight. It's her first basket of the evening.
59-14, 51 seconds to go in the third. Mac with the ball, working it in the half court. Up front, Ella Schmid. Into Howard. Right corner 3, missed. Rebound off Lackey on the deck, saved by McPherson. Good hustle over there in front of the down by Alexis Dukes. 24 seconds to go. Coach wants a final shot here to finish the quarter.
It'll be interesting to see if McPherson starts really subbing down here in the fourth or if they keep these starters in.
Well, the way they shoot from the outside, they've done a better job of getting the ball inside of the second half. Shot inside missed by Elric. Here comes Horning. He heaves a 3 at the buzzer, missed, and that'll get us to the end of the third. If they come to a night where they can't miss, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our
matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dilla Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
59-14, we get ready to start the fourth. All right, guys, you've seen both teams. Nickerson back to start the year, won 87-27. I'm just going to throw it out there for debate. I'm not leaning one way or the other. Is this the year Nickerson could beat Mac? Kreifels with a rebound, fouled by Howard. And again, I'm not trying to lean one way or the other, say one is better than the other. I'm just asking, Mac in this part of the world for so long has been so dominant. Is this a year where, and the funny thing is they're not going to match up because Nickerson's in 3A now, so it won't happen. But is this the year that they could beat him?
I think so. And, McPherson's got a lot of talent. They don't have a Division I player out there. And that, I think, is one of the biggest
differences. Which is unusual for them. Kreifels at the line, misses the first.
I think it's interesting, these coaches. I think that might, if Josie McLean or somebody were to get in foul trouble if they matched up, I think that would hurt the Panthers.
59-15. Kreifels 1 of 2 at the line. The thing for McPherson about how Mac matches up against the size of Winfield. Who guards Ava Jones? It's just, of course, I think you could say that about any team that Nickerson plays this year. Who guards Ava Jones? So she's just
Howard's a good defender, and I think she could do some stuff, but Jones just has enough.
3 short by Carter Albert. Offensive board by McPherson. Labertu plays it near side to Clevenger. Off to Schmid. Far side, Alvord. Inside. Boy, Mac really using the clock now. There's a whistle and a foul on the baseline, far away from the basket.
Now they're doing a line change, so 5 new players checking in for the Lady Pups.
Coach Strathman ready to pull his starters. Okay, let me go beyond that. Substitutions here: Maddie Moores, Jayla McLeod, Alexis Dukes, also Ella Bushbaum, 5'6" junior, will come on the floor for the first time tonight for McPherson. You talk about those two, Rihanna out at all. Do they match up with Mac or with Nickerson?
Be interesting. Just Hutch's.
There's a drive and Strip Moore's foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
I think the thing that would maybe be the Achilles heel for Hutch is that their 2 best players are freshmen.
Yeah, kind of here. There have been very few fouls called tonight, which has been nice. This is Maddie Moore's at the line for McPherson. And the first missing off the back iron. Never want you out there to think that we're trying to make it an excuse, but there's no substitution for experience. Both free throws by Moore's missed. And in most cases, there's so much difference between a senior and a freshman. It's hard to compare the two. That second free throw went out of bounds off Buhler at that miss. So McPherson plays it off the inbound inside. McLeod missed. Offensive board pulled down by Alexis Dukes. I've seen freshmen, but very few that can play at that type of a level. Inside layup good by Jayla McLeod.
It's McLeod's first bucket of the evening.
61-15. McPherson had one that could. Taylor Roberts, I don't know if you've heard of her. She was pretty good. And out of bounds. Pass deflected by Dukes. Alex Romero, 5'6" sophomore. Buhler's had some over the years. Jessica Steffen. Of course, last time Buhler won a state championship, they had a freshman point guard in Callie Bridges. So they're out there. 61-15.
And I think it is easier on the girls' side for a freshman girl to contribute than a freshman boy.
Here is Lackey. You have more hair than most men do when you're in middle school. I mean, it's just not fair.
The special ones contribute at a younger age.
Amy Stallman's going to check back into the Buhler lineup here as Mac lost it in their half court.
McKenna Siemens running point. Good to see her back on the floor after she got banged up in the first half.
I really like her. I just really do. Watched her. We see a lot of the C-team games because they're in the main gym. And so I watched her play a lot as she strokes a 3 from the right side. Missed. Rebound inside McPherson. Pups the other way. Here is Romero inside to McLeod.
And just a little miscommunication underneath in the zone for Buhler.
63-15. Well, as you get these different combinations on the floor, some of these kids haven't played a lot on the floor together. So,
yeah, you'll see the team on the ladies' side just continue to get better as they get more action together on the floor.
Well, Lackey tried to dish it underneath to Baxter, and it's almost picked off by Alexis Dukes, who steps out of bounds with it.
Well, the nice thing for the Lady Crusaders.
Siemens into Goins. Boy, a chance for McKenna, then Alley. It's going to make one of those or play the game if it would have gone in. 50 seconds to go. Elric. Far side to Romero. Inside floater missed by Elric. Rebound loose. And taken by Marin Lackey. Lackey ahead to Siemens up this floor right to left. And Siemens lost it out of bounds. Well, good news for Buhler is they've played through this 5-game gauntlet to start the year. And Augusta, El Dorado, Winfield, boom, boom, boom. Second segment of the season. I think games that they should be in. So,
yeah, it's a tough slate.
I think a win would do a lot for them too, just moving forward. Well, Mac's going to run it out of here, and that'll do it. Lady Pups improved to 500 on the year. 3-3, and they'll be off until January 7th at Winfield. But we'll find out how they match up right after the break. 63-15, Buhler now 0-5, 0-2 in the league. They're also off until January 7th when they go to Augusta. Mac wins it here in the Roundhouse. And we're back with final totals right after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
We're warming things up at Next Tech Wireless with a great gift. Black Friday and beyond, you'll get a new device on us up to $9.99. That includes the new iPhone 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Bring your number to us and get a $100 Visa gift card today. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to get you set up, and we'll even put a bow on it. Come visit, call, or text us at 877-621-2.
Booster Club. Check out the Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are updated continually. From seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers, Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club page on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's the New Year New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands and inventory ready for immediate delivery. Simply pick out a new or used vehicle and we will give you 90 days, no payments, plus make your first payment up to $500. Trade-in values have never been higher, and we have over 500 new and used vehicles in stock to choose from. Stop by Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or Hillsboro, and your first payment is on us.
Find us at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
HKFM.
Well, back here in McPherson, Crusader basketball brought to you by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, by Edgar Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration. Kept the scoring down. Mac really woke up in that second quarter. Outscored Buhler in the second quarter 23-3. They hold the Crusaders to just 5 second half points. And I think I made the comment in the second half, this is not the eye-popping offensive Mac team. But Mac still does the same things well that they've always done well, and it starts with their defense.
Yep, I mean, they just feast on you turnover-wise and, get a lot of transition buckets based on those turnovers. And the tough thing, too, once they get that big differential on you, then you have to start forcing shots, and then you start feeling that pressure of trying to catch up, and just that snowball starts getting out of control down the mountain.
Yeah, for sure, and the press really hurt. We didn't have much of a press break, You expect to have Gracie Ord, and then she's not able to go tonight, and that's your main ball handler. So having to put so much pressure on Taryn to be able to do that, and then the four who throws in the ball, trying to have that put on them as well. It's something that as the season goes on, it'll turn out better for the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, certainly, as they figure out how to handle that pressure. And again, it's just an experience thing. The more you play against it, the more confidence you gain. And that's why, I commented that I think a win will help. Just getting some confidence, hey, we can do this sometimes really helps. They'll have some chances coming up after Christmas starting at Augusta to do that. Inside the numbers, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at adamsbrown.cpa.com. Final scoring for McPherson. Lauren Labertu with 6. Ella Schmidt with 4. Peyton Howard with 10. Carter Alvord had a game-high 17. Carter Alvord heard me not mention her in the conversation with Howard and Clevenger. And she made me eat my words.
You poked the bear.
I did. Clevenger had 15. Maddie Morris with 3. Jayla McLeod with 4. Raina Elrick with 4 for the Pups. Crusaders led in scoring tonight by Marin Lackey with 5. Natalia Kreifels had 1. Taryn Horning with 2. Charlie Baxter with 3. Abby Utsi with 2. And Desa Deviney with 2. Let's get to our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66. Family owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. We'll take you all the way back to the first quarter. Buhler got on the scoreboard here at the 6:07 mark. Buhler plays it ahead. Here is Utsi in front court. 3 up top on the way. The left hand swishes through for Charlie Baxter.
Great job by Baxter, cutting it back to one-shot game. Nice dish by Utsi as she drove a little bit and kicked out to Baxter.
And our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. When you talk about the win, something else, just getting the ball to go in the basket, I think will breed some confidence too.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have nights where they put up a lot more points than 15.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to those coming up. We'll name our player of the game, comments from Coach, and of course the second half of tonight's doubleheader, much anticipated. Buhler and Mack here at the Roundhouse. More coming up on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Dr. Edgar is very good when a problem arises. We had that happen with our daughter. He went in to do some work and then found another issue and communicated with me and gave me the option, but yet told me what he would do if it were his daughter. He gives you options that work with your family's budget.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office.
One thing we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
We're here to keep Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Carrie, myself, and our entire staff thank you for your continued support and business. Your one-stop complete source for Firestone tires is Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. We're here to keep you rolling.
And back here courtside at the Roundhouse as Coach Sierra Mitchellstetter joins us. Well, Coach, I mean, you have to know coming into this place that it's going to be tough. I thought the first 8 minutes your girls came out and that zone really showed some things.
For a while. But I think our girls played well. They were spread. They knew where they needed to be and what they needed to do, and they took the role and they played well with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like just a lot of the same things that we've been talking about over and over, and obviously taking care of the basketball, figuring out that press, and then your lineups kind of changed a little bit tonight. Used some different pieces off the bench, and so probably just more experience will help with some of those things.
Yeah, when you have a young team, and I know my future, we need to have more experience on the floor and everything. And against McPherson, they read you so well, and it's kind of, you get tired because they press you and they're in your face the whole time, and they shove you, so your body gets tired. So just giving them a little rest and getting right back in, I think it helped out a little bit tonight. I know our press break, we kind of have tunnel vision. We see one person and that's all we see. So we got to work on seeing the whole floor and not just one person.
Absolutely. You'll get a break here. How do you approach the break? Going to work pretty hard at it? You give the girls some time off, or I think you've got some winnable games coming out of the Christmas break.
Yep.
So.
We're giving the girls some time off. We're fighting a lot of sickness and quarantining and injuries. So giving the girls a little bit break so they can refresh, because, basketball's a long season. So they'll have a little bit break, and then we'll come right back in and get to work of getting ready for our next game.
Did you ever play on this floor as a player?
Actually, I did. My fondest memory is my first time I ever beat Little River, Kansas was on this floor.
Okay.
And I remember sprinting from half court all the way to the locker room because I was so excited. In the same locker room that looks exactly the same.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much, has it?
No, it has not.
Those were so many, year after year, stacked Little River teams. They were.
Oh yeah. We
so
played
good.
they were pretty tough, but we got them one year, and I was pretty pumped.
All right, Coach. Well, keep fighting. Love watching your kids battle. That's one thing I appreciate about them is they just. And I'm watching that freshmen out there against seniors not being intimidated, and I really appreciate that. So
I do. I told them tonight I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them because they stepped on the floor all of our games so far this year, and they battled till the end. So.
Well, enjoy your Christmas break. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we'll see you in January, okay?
All right. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
All right. That is Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter with us. Her post-game comments here tonight as McPherson wins it 63-15. We'll get to our player of the game, our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game tonight. From stairways and platforms to steel walkways and tanks, WIFCO Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at WIFCOSP.com. And Marin Lackey is our player of the game tonight. Led Buhler in scoring with 5 points, and back after being out sick for a couple of weeks, playing some big minutes. And a great job to Marin. Headed to HCC to play soccer for Coach Sammy next year. Guys, coming up, much anticipated. Buhler almost snatched one away here in the Fieldhouse a year ago. Can they do it tonight? More on the way. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Fall has arrived and a chill is in the air. Stay nice and warm outside with a coat heater right inside your jacket. Sunflower Electric has coat heaters in stock that heat up to 4 hours on a single charge. Use your favorite coat and install the heater with the included Velcro and even transfer it from jacket to jacket. Now it's only $59.95 and makes a great gift. Hurry, quantities are limited. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
During the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. Change happens when people work towards common goals. Everyone can encourage our kids to make good choices. Thanks for being part of the solution. This is Carla from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network. Tell kids when you're proud of them. Rise Up Reno.
HKFM.
And we're back here inside the Roundhouse, powered by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, by McKinsey Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy. Again, the KU basketball not happening tonight because of some COVID issues with the Colorado program. The Jayhawks were warming up on the floor in Boulder when the announcement. That's tough.
Yes, that would be quite the deal to make the trip clear out to Boulder. And, yeah.
It's been boy, here we are almost 2 years into this COVID thing, and we're still talking about it, unfortunately. But if you've watched it just in college and professional sports this week, it's been a tough week.
Yeah, it really has ramped up, just the cancellations, and we really got through most of the fall. I mean, it's here and there having to miss games, but, for the most part, games took place, and it wasn't whole teams going down. And the tough thing with, college basketball is with just the size of roster they have, if they lose 5 or 6 guys, I mean, you're at the point of having to call a game. It's just crazy how it really just seems like to have ramped up in the last week and a half.
It'd be interesting. I don't know if they do it in the non-conference so much, but if they get into league play, you almost think that they have to try and make those games up. But
Yeah, Cheers football season where most people didn't have a full slate.
It's happened in the NFL too. I think there were like 2 or 3 Monday night games last night just because of COVID.
There's a couple games tonight.
And I don't know if you've seen the Chiefs laundry list of, oh my goodness, just like the whole offense.
Yeah, it's.
We don't have that issue here in McPherson, Kansas tonight. We are thankful for that. All of our players are on the floor for what should be a fantastic game. So get it out of the way. Statistics, 1997 was the last time Buhler beat Mac on the boys' side. It happened twice that year on this floor. It hasn't happened since. There have been several times had the lead in Buhler, and ironically, Max Alexander hit the winning shot for Buhler that night. And then, of course, last year, up late, Jack misses the 2 free throws. I think it was Jayton Alexander came back and won it for Mac. And then Mac won, and it was close.
Very close.
So could tonight be the night? Talk about some keys in this. Buhler comes in 4-0, third ranked. I like the brand of team basketball they're playing. I think that's, they lost some talented pieces off last year's team. But I feel just as a whole like they're playing more as a team this year. Just it's not.
What good defense they play too, because you think about a lot of their points are scored off of forcing turnovers and just lots of different guys. Jack Voth has been a taking a charge machine guy over the years, and I really feel like he's helped spread it to the rest of the
side of the spectrum. Isaiah Hernandez has 5 points. You're like, Jack had to have scored 30 or something, and I mean he got his 20 chunk, but there's other guys that are, and then Speedy and all those guys can step in, and it's a really good team and family atmosphere. You watch when one of those guys takes a charge, all 4 of the other guys on the court and everybody on the bench is standing up, helping them up and cheering them on.
Defensively holding opponents to 35% from the field, just 22% at the three-point line. Buhler really shooting the ball well, 54% on the season. Jack Voth, of course, 4 straight games with 20-plus points. He'll be important tonight, I think. We talk about free throws, and that's really was the difference in the circle game last week. Man, they say there's one thing that cannot happen tonight. Jack Voth cannot get in foul trouble.
Yeah, that really, without him and that matchup with him and Madron, it's going to be, he might not necessarily have to guard him a ton tonight, but it's one of those things that those 2 guys are very much their guy for their team.
And their body type, their play type is very similar. Madron is able to shoot the 3 ball. He's able to get down low, drive, and kick. And Madron is who McPherson wants to run their offense through. It's him and him alone. They don't have another really sharp shooter that's been on the varsity level for a long time, as in Pyle or Alexander. So they want the ball to go through Madron.
Yeah, Ricker may guard Madron some tonight. KFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Next, the Crusader men tip-off in the second half of tonight's doubleheader. We're leading up to game time with the Midway Motors drive to the game. Stay tuned as Buhler Crusader basketball continues on HKFM.
Precision. You might not see it, but it's inside every pound of the Countryside Feed family of feed rations. Livestock nutrition mixed so meticulously that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely as in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, and a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10.
Welcome back inside the Roundhouse in McPherson. Matt coming in at 3-2, 1-0 in the league to one win at 80-68 win Saturday over 5A ranked Baser Linwood, 57-54, 0-18. So no Jayton Alexander. He's been the Buhler killer over the last couple of years. It seems like he always had 20-plus points in this matchup. Madron's really the guy to watch. The 6'1" senior can slash, and I was confident.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, a luxury that Coach Swanson has is that they don't have to man Jack both up on Madron. They're going to try to have one of the other guys step up and really try to slow him down to try to help save some of Jack's energy at the defensive end for offense.
And don't be surprised, we'll see Kinnaman, kind of a Kinnaman trade is he'll take those big bodies like Mason Miller inside. He'll bring several of those guys and throw them out.
Well, having watched Coach Kinnaman here and his brother who was at St. John forever, he'll play man-to-man, but he'll put his biggest body guy will be camped out right in front of the.
In reality, he lost his biggest body guy. Darian Gibbs did not come out, and Jaden Dukes tore his ACL. So Buckby, Dukes, and Gibbs are not out for basketball this year, so he had to fight.
Insurance Services starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main and Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross and 669-0177. McPherson 3-2, coached year. A 6-foot sophomore, number 2 Owen Pyle, career best 18 on Saturday in the win over Baser Linwood. Mac 1-2 against ranked teams this year. A 5'11" sophomore, number 11, a 6'1" sophomore, number 23, Creighton Canitz, and a 6'3" junior, number 31, Mason Miller. Again, Forts and Miller. For the Buhler Crusaders, 4th ranked, 4-0, 1-0 in the league under 7th-year head coach Ryan Swanson, assisted by David Bryant. Second leading scorer on the team at 11.5 points a contest. Grant on the year shooting 47% from the outside. Another guard is 6'2" junior, number 13, Wade Meyer, averaging 6 in the post. Is 6'4" junior, number 2, Diedrich Willard Trask. He's been a nice spark this year, 6.5 and 10 rebounds. Willard Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and both for Buhler in their road Maroons. Mike Trim.
Well, great atmosphere tonight. You know, when you come to the Roundhouse, it's going to be a.
Here is Kunitz, plays it far side to Owen Pyle. To Mueller, into the hands of Kunitz. Get his own shot. There's a collision in the lane and a charge taken by Zay Hernandez. Boy, iconically in this matchup. And we'll see how it starts tonight. It always seems like Buhler gets off to that hot start, and Mack comes charging back. Mack opens in a man. Wade Myers got it out front, plays it right corner. Madron elbow off to Voth. Jack inside, working hard against the double team. Shot short, rebounder, put back, no, but a foul. Foul. That'll be his first. And a team foul.
Hard-fought game like tonight's going to be the winner at the free.
And Miller's second free throw is missed back iron. Rebound, boy, I don't know how.
Yeah, Willard Trask had him boxed out well, but Knitz got called, or didn't get called for the foul.
6:27 to play in the first. Hernandez across the timeline, picked up by Mueller at midcourt.
Whatsoever from Isaiah, that's going to be big tonight.
Mueller's first lead, 6:07 to play in the first. It's 2-1, left corner three. His final game on this floor in this series. Inside, ball poked away by in that against Miller inside. Buhler with a rebound though.
Yeah, Miller's the thickest body that
Wade Miller into that lane, spin move. Tried to dump it back off on the wing and whistled for the travel.
The basket and the MAC defender evacuated, and so Wade didn't have anybody to body up on, and like
averaging 3 points a game. Stand by to Cease Creighton, the sophomore, with the first bucket for Mac, and it's 3-2.
Nice spin move inside by Knitz.
Buhler the other way, pull up left elbow. Grant sat Madron right down that lane into the chest of Willard Trask. They're going to call the charge. No, they're going to call the block on Willard Trask. So the bucket good. First, Boy, there's already trash being talked in this arena.
And I don't think they're saying Merry Christmas, fellas.
I don't
Maybe
think so.
just a little bit.
And Madron, the dynamic scorer, at the free throw line. It's for McPherson. Pups by 2, largest lead for either team. Here's Hernandez off to both. Jack around Madron, far side circle, back up top to Hernandez. Back in!
Isaiah playing like a senior that wants this one bad. He's got 4 of Buhler's 6 points.
6-6, 4:10 to play in the first. Dawson File is in the game, a 5'8 junior for Mac. And Mueller out. Here's a pull-up left elbow. In and out, no good by Madron. Hard rebound by Ethan Stambaugh inside.
Great box out by the junior swingman.
Boy, what a move by Zay into Willard Trask. Faked his man out of his sneakers and plays it into Willard Trask for 2.
Great feed down low by Hernandez to Trask for the bucket.
That is what you call an ankle breaker.
Without a doubt.
Back the other way, trying to tie it back up. Floater right baseline, good by Owen Pyle.
Nice touch there by Pyle.
And ahead, ball knocked loose on Buehler's end of the floor. Mac's going to come up with it. And an 8-8 game and a layup good off a turnover for Creighton Knitz.
Knitz has 4 points to lead McPherson in scoring here.
Mac up 10-8. Buehler with a turnover on a bad pass. 3:05 to play here in the first quarter, and Buehler nearly right there disagrees. Wade Meyer back into the Buehler lineup here as Ricker goes out. And Wes Miller, 6'2 senior, will see some minutes replacing Willard Trask.
And Coach Swanson talked about a couple of games ago that the games just hadn't featured some bigger post players. So
yeah, Braden Ettinger, 6'5", a senior in there now for McPherson. Here's Meyer inside. He'll slide it to the right wing to JV. Voth for 3, rack it up.
Great looking shot there by Jack Voth, his first field goal of the night.
11-10 to 3, 2:41 to play. In the first by Jack Voth, makes it a 1-point game. Buehler up. Ooh, what a hit. They're going to call it jump ball. I think Wade Meyer took it in the chest from Braden Ettinger, trying to get position inside. I was worried he took that in the chin.
Yes, with how much force he went flying back, good to know.
And that would have been scary, but right in the chest, so he's okay. And the craziest thing on that is there's no kind of foul. They call it jump ball. So the arrow to Buehler. Buehler's got the ball back with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, the officials so far tonight not really
letting them play.
Yeah.
Here's Jack inside, stripped, and they're going to call a whistle. Good defense that time by Seth Madron, who's so-called traveling on Jack Voth.
So a rare turnover this evening for Buehler.
11-10, Mac down 1. Here comes Madron, floater in the lane, missed, gets his own rebound, but then Wes Miller rips it away. Here's Jack Voth, ball knocked away by Dawson File, saved by Seth Madron. And then Madron,
oh no,
gets tackled by Isaiah Hernandez. And
are they going to talk about an intentional here?
If it's an intentional, and it is.
Yeah, it is.
Well, and Zay's not trying to be malicious. Isaiah Hernandez is just thinking.
Well, and he was thinking the West fouled in there, and so they're wanting that foul, trying to stop the transition and the momentum.
And Isaiah's thinking, you're not going to score.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm a little guy, and you're a big guy. And
yeah, it was kind of.
I've got to use a lot to stop you.
Yeah, even though Isaiah Hernandez gets called for the intentional, I mean, he went for more of the ride there with Madron kind of swinging him around.
So the foul on Hernandez. McPherson will get the free throws and the ball. Madron hits the first at the line to tie it at 11. One more to give Mac the lead back. And both free throws are good. And Seth Madron has 5 early points.
Well, what is ironic as heck about that, guys, is Hernandez has had so many games this year where he hasn't even had a foul, yet I think that's the first intentional called on Buehler all season long, and it goes against a guy that typically plays pretty clean.
He's very piggyback right there. So.
He was trying to lasso him with his hands.
Owen Pyle will play it into this corner to Mueller. Knocked out of bounds. Wade Meyer just about had a steal.
Yeah, great job by Wade Meyer, just really frustrating.
Intentional foul called. Here's Madron up near the timeline. Ball deflected away, stolen by Wade Meyer. Good defense. I do Hernandez up top to Voth. Jack's going to drive on Madron. In the corner, flips it. Isaiah for three, in and out, no good. Wes Miller almost had the rebound. Madron sneaks it away. Seth the other way, coast to coast. Floats it out on the wing. Three by Mueller, in and out, no good. Had the ball tapped out of bounds off of McPherson.
Yeah,
goes off the hands of Sam Becker.
Kind of catapulted that one out of bounds.
Dedrick Willard-Trask will come back into the ball game, replacing Wes Miller for Buhler. Mason Miller comes back in for McPherson. Pups pick up full court pressure. Here's Ricker up the near side of the floor, left to right, into the right corner. Out of the wing, Hernandez, another beautiful pass. Willard-Trask inside, missed the shot, but a foul.
Sure, he draws the contact even if he misses.
You know, and I mentioned with those big bodies, Coach Kennedy, he'll just rotate those bigs. Line on the year, 60%, 6 of 10. And makes the first to retie the game at 12. As Ethan Stambaugh will return, makes the first Buhler of the year as a team shooting 73%. Second for Dedrick is a return for McPherson. It'll be Owen Pyle to bring it up. The sophomore guard met at midcourt by Wade Meyer. It is Ricker on Madron. Here is Mueller to Madron, turns in the lane hard to the bucket.
Wow.
Boy, Madron had the pedal to the metal. Who took that charge?
Dedrick Willard-Trask.
Let me tell you, both teams are working the officials either.
All right, Coach Swanson gets Hernandez back in the game with 51 seconds left. Ricker's going to bring it up left to right. Drives inside, feeds.
What an effort finish inside for Jack Voth.
Largest lead of the first quarter for Buhler at 3. 37 seconds on the first quarter clock. Far side, Madron, guarded by Ricker on that right wing. Out front to Miller, back to Madron now. He'll take it up to the timeline and restart with about 9 seconds. Three on the way, missed, front iron, good defensive set there. Mueller, an off-balance three in the corner, doesn't go. That will get us to the end of the first quarter of play. Your score after one.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service.
Time to go to your happy place. Christmas time is a time for smiles, and this year especially, we could really use some extra smiles. Good news, we sell them by the dozen. Grab some fresh made-from-scratch Daylight donuts made just like Daylight made them in 1954. So if you want to add an old-fashioned touch to the Christmas season, come visit us at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com, on Facebook, or
the ball on 95.9 HKFM.
McPherson ball down 3 to start the second quarter. 15-12 Buhler set. Madron's got it right side circle. A play left side of Mueller, who missed that to 3 right there at the end of the first quarter.
Buhler white hot in the first quarter, 75% from the field.
Here is Mueller on the baseline. Ball nearly stolen away by Isaiah Hernandez. Out of bounds, it'll stay with McPherson. Well, the first quarter's in the indication. 8 lead changes.
Yes.
In the first quarter.
Well, what's crazy about it is Buhler only leads by 3, shot 75% from the field. McPherson was held to just 33%.
McPherson ball in there into the floor, and Zay Hernandez pokes it away again. Races into backcourt, but he can't save it before it goes out of bounds right in front of the McPherson Pepe. That is twice now in this opening possession of the second quarter. He's almost had a steal.
Yeah, Isaiah bringing lots of energy tonight for the maroon and white.
He and Seth Madron, friends, played a lot of ball against each other over the years. The two seniors, both a lot of pride. Both want this one pretty bad. Here's Owen Pyle, pull up free throw line jumper, can't bank it in. Rebound, Miller goes over everybody to grab the ball, then loses it, then a tie-up at the midcourt line. On his back is Owen Pyle, tied up there. And the arrow, the alternate arrow, will give the ball to Buhler.
Great committing a foul.
All right, 15-12 our score. Buhler's got it. 3-point lead, 6:55 to go in the half. Here is a Ricker up front, guarded by Knitz. Pulls into a double team, in trouble. Saved by Meyer. And Coach Swanson wants a timeout. 15-12 Buhler with possession and a 3-point lead. 6:39 to go in the second now. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Mount Ridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Mount Ridge. Member NCUA.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball.
At X Phillips 66, New Phelps Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. We're live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Buhler ball on the floor for Coach Swanson. Now Jack rifles a pass to the left corner to Isaiah Hernandez. In and out, no good. Rebound, Seth Madron. Madron up that floor, right into the lane. Working time, and he gets whistled for an extra step.
He went right at Jack Voth, trying to get him into foul trouble, because you talked about it, Aaron. One of the big things that could hurt the Crusaders would be if Voth got into foul trouble.
I thought it was a little bit of a careless
for a team into
go
foul
right
trouble.
At him.
Yep.
Here's Hernandez out high. Buhler with it, one bucket, 3-point lead.
We've been at 15-12 this entire second quarter.
Zay streaking inside of the left corner to Meyer for three. Waiter knocks it down.
His first field goal of the night's a big one. Gives Buhler a 6-point lead, their largest of the night.
Largest for either team. 5:35 to go in the second. Here's Madron in the front court. 5:26 to go before halftime. Get it to the hands of Pyle. Pyle over right side. Madron inside, reverse layup. Good.
He is a special player, fellas.
One of those kids that can get his own shot just about any time he wants it. 18-14, lead to Ford. Speaking of, Jack Voth inside for two.
Well, they are both basically the same player for each other's squads, both special, unique scores.
20-14, Madron the other way. He's got the ball alone on the right wing. Out high to Dawson File. Over to Pyle now, right side circle. Near side, Madron will shoot the three. Boy, they're daring him to shoot from outside. That's not his game. Missed the shot, rebound, Buhler the other way. Meyer inside. Waiter floats it up high to Voth. 4:29 to go in the second. Jack driving, kicking. Meyer for three, bingo!
And Coach Kinnaman is going to call a timeout after back-to-back threes by Wade Meyer.
23-14, the lead has grown to 9. 4:23 left here in the first half. Take a breath.
Well, the one scary thing, fellas, I'm sure you guys remember the game before Christmas last year. Buhler was having that big run, and then there was the timeout. And if I remember correctly, it was in the third quarter, and the complete game turned on a dime after Coach Kinnaman's timeout.
I'm telling you, no lead is safe in this gym.
No. This is one that until the final horn sounds, you can't take a sigh of relief if you're a Buhler Crusader.
Yeah, there is no lead safe. And I guarantee you Mac will come back in this game. Mac down 9, their half court out of the timeout. This is Dawson File. Madron in that weave in the lane. They're going to whistle a charge. Boy, if there was contact there, it wasn't a lot.
And the foul is going to be, I think it's going to be a moving screen on Creighton Knitz.
Knitz will, actually they call that on Braden Ediger.
Okay.
That'll be his first. and the team's third.
Saw the official flash the 3, and so I thought it was on Knitz because he was the one visiting quite a bit with the official.
Here's Ethan Stambaugh driving it down the lane. He has his shot blocked by Braden Ettinger. Good play by the senior to block that. Mack the other way, down 9. Madron gives it up to Owen Pyle. Back to Madron, right side circle, driving in the lane. Double team, Stambaugh rips the ball away. Off to Hernandez. What a defensive play by Ethan.
Great.
Here's Isaiah for 2. Yes!
Hernandez just shooting the ball with a lot of confidence tonight.
Lead is 11, 25-14. Largest it's been, 3:15 to go. Mack back in the half court. They haven't scored in a while. Here's the 3, left corner. That is short by Owen Pyle. And we've got a dogfight.
No. Matthew Eddy was banging inside with Creighton Knitz, and
both were on the deck. Matthew Eddy in the game for the first time. There's somebody who's not going to give up the ball. No. It would be Matt Eddy. I mean, you're going to have to rip his limbs off to get the ball away from him.
He's one strong dude.
And they're going to call it McPherson ball. It'll stay on the alternate possession arrow on their end of the floor.
McPherson with just 2 points here in the second quarter.
25-14, 2:52 left before halftime. Here is Madron, left side circle. In the lane to Mueller. Far side to File. Back to Madron. In the corner to Knitz. Knitz gets into the body of Stambaugh in the lane, and a whistle and a foul call.
Yeah, Ethan just tried to reach that time. Buhler really playing a sagging man, and it's really kind of hurting the McPherson dribble drive game.
I've noticed they'll give Madron that 3 anytime he wants it. That's not his game. It's not what he wants to do.
Well, and the Crusaders, like we said, sagging off on that man, just trying to pack it in the paint and protect it.
Gabe Pyle, a 6-foot freshman now into the ballgame for McPherson. It is Ricker, Meyer, Voth, Eddy, and Hernandez for Buhler. 25-14. Mack, they're half of the court. Here's a drive off the window high, and that is a block inside. I think it's going to go against Jack Voth. Corey Mueller is going to go to the line for 2. That is just the first on Jack Voth, so no trouble there. If he can make it the rest of the final 2:18 without picking up a second, he'll be fine. Well, it'll be Corey Mueller at the line.
It is a concerted effort by McPherson tonight to try to get Voth into foul trouble.
10-2 run for Buhler so far in the second quarter, and Mueller's first free throw is in and out, no good.
McPherson with just that one bucket here this entire second quarter.
Something that's hard for this MAC team that we're not used to is outside of Seth Madron, they don't really have that other guy that can get his own shot. Missed both free throws, rebound Buhler. And Jayden Alexander last year was just a perfect complement. And they don't have him. They're missing that piece right now.
Yeah, thankful Jayden Alexander's over east playing football at Tabor now.
Here's Isaiah trying a little whoopsie-doo pass into Dedrick Willard-Trask. I'm not sure what that was. It ended up out of bounds. Mason Miller is back in for McPherson. Here comes Owen Pyle as well.
Yeah, you talk about Jayden Alexander. Eli Pyle, is that right? Last year, he made some big shots down the line too, and he was their third guy.
How good was Alexander on the basketball floor, at least when he played Buhler every time? Ends up going to play defensive back at Tabor. Inside, shot up, missed by Creighton Cadets. Then they call a tie-up on the rebound. And the arrow to the Crusaders. Cadets might have taken a snap inside to get free. They didn't call that. They called a tie-up instead on the rebound. It'll be Jack Voth to play it in. Length of the floor, 1:45 to go in this half.
Full court man being applied now by the McPherson Bullpups.
Grant Ricker's got the ball. He'll bring it across the timeline, shadowed by Cadets. Ricker drives into Willard-Trask. Fell off balance with the pass. Taken away by McPherson. Shot missed by Marin, but a foul. And Wade Myers begging for that call to be on the floor. It's not going to happen. They're going to call it a shooting foul to put Seth Marin at the line.
Wade picking up his second personal foul. He's the only player for either squad to have the 2 foul.
You know, there's some guys that will get that continuation or active shooting longer than other guys will. Marin misses the first of the line. He'd been 3 of 3 before that. Meyer comes out with a foul, Wade's second. He's replaced by Ethan Stambaugh. Second free throw, Marin won't miss. That makes the lead 10, 25-15. 1:23 to play here before halftime. Hernandez racing across the timeline against Owen Pyle. Far side circle, Grant Ricker. Ricker against McPherson's man, off a screen to Vogt. Vogt dumps it underneath to Willard Trask in the corner to Stambaugh. Yeah. It's a hot pass. Willard Trask was able to hold on to it. Up top is Ricker. Ricker drives from left side, make that right side lane line shot in and out, no good. What a rebound by Willard Trask. Tips it to Stambaugh. Now to Vogt for 3, missed. Rebound, Ethan Stambaugh, yes, for 2.
Ethan Stambaugh, right place, right time. Gets the offensive board and the stick back to stretch the Buhler lead back out to 12.
There were a couple of lucky breaks in that series. A couple of great hustle plays, too. Shot inside, missed by Miller and McPherson. Rebound, Buhler, Ricker ahead, yes! And one!
Count it, great take down the floor by Grant Ricker. And I believe the foul is going to be on Creighton Knitz. His first.
It'll be the first on Knitz. 16 foul, make it 15 foul and a half on McPherson. It's going to be Ricker at the line. 4 points in the first half. 7 of 13 in the early going. Matt Eddy is going to come back out of the Buhler lineup. Here is Jeffrey Neal for the first time as well, the 6'1 sophomore. And this is, hey, we don't want Jack Vogt to pick up a second foul with 29 seconds left in the half.
Yes, very smart move by Coach Swanson.
Ricker at the line, free throw good.
Buhler perfect, 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
They lead by 15, 30-15, 27.6 showing on the second quarter clock. Right side 3, in and out, no good by Gabe Pyle. JV game last week against Circle. Hernandez, 7 seconds on the clock. Boy, Marin. And the McPherson faithful across the way, not used to this. I will hold my breath until the end, though.
Thank you.
Just telling you.
Thank you very much.
I've been here too long. Well, brought to you by Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, by Risa Brino.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas serving
more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or should be.
We all have a wish list, whether it's good health, good family, good job, and so on. This is Steve Miller at Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. What about that wish list for your vehicle? Maybe it's new wipers, spark plugs, tires, or maybe even a new reliable interstate battery. At Red Rock Auto Center, we can help you navigate your way through what. Call us at 620-663-9822 or find us at 200 North Main in South Hutchinson.
The medicine shop. When you drop your purse, delivered with speed. The lowest price is guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle. At 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
Begins to prepare for their bowl game in a few weeks. Kansas State is set to take on the LSU Tigers in the Texas Bowl on January 4th. Well, speaking today, Kleiman remarked about the importance of K-State's bowl game against LSU and what kind of energy is brought to the program after not playing at a bowl game last season.
Yeah, absolutely it has. And for a lot of reasons. One, each other's company gives us a chance, like we talked about, of
having our developmental guys continue to get a lot of reps, have Coach True work with those guys. It's and for us being the extended or
For the Texas Bowl is set for 8 p.m. on January 4th. Sports in a minute. I'm Fulton Castor.
There's a part of our world that we pay little attention to. He devours a fresh leaf. And a bee sips from a drop of dew. And down here, toxic chemicals and carcinogens are leaching into our environment. Every one is a tiny toxic waste site. And there are millions of them, right where we live, work, and see, and leave no trace.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app.
Visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, to schedule your next appointment or email online at drdalds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental.
Or in the agriculture, healthcare, construction, real estate, or own your own business.
Has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or customer service, we stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and 2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
I'll go back to just 3 points in that second quarter difference right now. Buhler 63% from the field. Mac just continue for 2 more quarters. But from what I've seen from McPherson, Seth Madron
have to really, I think, get to the line, to the free throw line, get Buhler in some foul trouble, and try to score from the free throw line, because the outside, I mean, Mac has yet to make a trade. And
you know, Coach Swanson has been in this situation before. You mentioned the last time we played them at home, we were on a hot streak. They opened up. That was the first game out of COVID. They were in a situation before, and look how it turned out. There was another tally mark next to the loss column. So he doesn't want to let up. He wants Isaiah Hernandez and Jack both to keep distributing the ball. And
points. Diedrich Willard-Trask with 4, Ethan Stambon with 2, Grant Ricker with 5, Isaiah Hernandez with 6, and Jack Vogt with 7 with 4, and Mason Miller with 1.
Well, you talk about that team effort, and it is a luxury for Buhler to have Jack that can defend Jack Vogt, and so you think about how much energy Madron's having to expend just defending.
Yeah. Second half coming up from the Fieldhouse on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas.
For 3, Waiter knocks it down.
His first lead, their largest of the night.
A yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Captain.
Higher second quarter.
Zay streaking inside of the left corner to
bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620.
few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. This is Carla from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
Later basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
All right, back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, by Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. We told you a 32-game win streak. It's been a day or two ago.
I was still playing high school basketball.
Yes.
And I'm old. But no, it's one of those things that, yeah, that's where just the whole mental aspect where Buhler's had some of those close losses the last couple of years. You know, this Buhler team just feels like they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they came to play this evening.
There is no coach better at getting his kids back in the game and also getting the referees to see things his way than Coach Kinnaman. I mean, he's done it for years.
The reason why both Coach Kinnemans have had such success as high school basketball coaches here in the state of Kansas.
All right, Mac will start the ball to our right. Second half pile, Mueller, Madron, Knitz, and on McPherson. That is another great deflection by Isaiah Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez just with such quick hands tonight.
Willard Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, both on the floor for Buhler. For McPherson, That is their 5th turnover of the game. Each team with 5 turnovers now. Here's a Ricker inside, tied up.
Taking it inside. If somebody gets a tie-up, rather than calling the foul, they've been calling the tie-ups.
Hernandez to play it in, left of the basket. Stamba, 3, yes! Right corner for the junior.
He's got 5 points. It ties his career high right there.
33-15, lead grows to 18, 7:15 to play here in the third. Shot missed inside by Knitz. And they're going to call a foul on the rebound. It's either on Ricker or Voth.
I believe it's going to be, yes.
I did that.
Grant. Grant Ricker.
Yeah.
I think you called him his brother's name.
Oh, did I? Sorry, Grant. There's a bit of age difference between those two.
They do look alike, I'll give you that.
They do. Here is a pull-up left elbow jumper missed by Mueller. Rebound put back inside. No by Madron. Rebound out of bounds. There is a lot of contact inside. It'll be Buhler ball. Jack Voth there picking up his second personal foul on that series. Buhler will get it back up 33-15.
And now Coach Kinnaman going with some full court pressure.
Brad Ricker has it in the backcourt. Picked up by Creighton Knitz. Had the ball halfway down. And the ghost of roundhouse pass snuck in there and pushed it back out. Here's a floater in the lane. The other way for Madron. Good.
Yeah, Diedrich Willer-Trask has had some good looks down low, just hasn't really been able to finish.
That one shoulda, woulda, coulda. Did everything but go in. Hernandez the other way. Guarded by Mueller in the front court over the far side circle. Off a screen, dumps it to Voth, now down low to Willer-Trask. Inside, up top Ricker. Ricker drives, kicks, Jack for 3 on the way, missed, back iron. Ball loose in the lane, taken by McPherson's Corey Mueller. Back up 6, down 16, here is Madron. Far side, Owen Pyle pulls up, nope. He won't take the shot at the elbow, instead gives it to Madron. Madron inside, contact to the charge, taken by Jack Voth. And while I am super excited about that, that is a dangerous play, and Coach Kinnaman is livid. Can I say this too? And I never remember his name, the official, the head official on this crew. We'll say him when we come back. There's an official that won't be intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
It's him. 33-17 back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. This is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications and can...
Ball on 95.9 HKFM.
Witnessing some
There's a lot of games being played out on the floor.
Theatrics.
Jack Voth with the ball across the timeline as we are back. Madron was guarding Voth on the inbound and just fell down.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Recreate the moment.
Here's Voth, right side circle. Buhler up 33-17. Willer-Trask against Miller. Trying to play to the corner to Stambaugh, and Buhler will turn it over there. 6th of the game. Sam Becker back into the McPherson lineup. Miller out. Miller's been limited tonight in his minutes because of that ankle. Wes Miller back in for Buhler along with Wade Meyer. Stambaugh and Willer-Trask go out. Madron now playing with 2 fouls. Across the timeline, goes right inside, kicks it, far corner, 3 on the way. That is missed by Knitz. Rebound inside, Madron back up. They're going to count that bucket. They whistle a foul.
And Jack Voth just picked up number 3.
Count the bucket. And Madron will have a shot at the free throw line as Dawson File will come back into the game for McPherson, replacing Owen Pyle. That is the 3rd on Voth.
So I find this interesting. The official who made the call looked for help on the and one for a continuation. And then he was walked by and told to do an and one by the official who heard it from Kinnaman.
Madron missing the and one. Buhler with a rebound, 33-19. It is a 14-point game. Diedrich Willard-Trask returning, and Jack Voth is going to come out. He is going to sit a spell with those 3 fouls.
And that's a smart move because he cannot get number 4.
Here is Rickert, plays it ahead to Wade Meyer. Meyer in traffic to Willard-Trask. Diedrich driving inside. Up top, Grant. 33-19, 4:48 to play here in the third. Halfway through the third quarter. Rickert driving inside, all kinds of contact and a blocking foul. And so with Jack, your best player on the bench, I think you kind of naturally look to Grant Rickert, don't you?
Yeah, he's a guy that can generate his own shot. Can shoot inside or take it to the bucket.
That foul on Creighton Knet's his second. Here is Grant at the line. He had 5 first-half points. And the free throw is good.
Ricker perfect from the line tonight, 2 for 2. Buhler not with many free throw attempts this evening, though. This will be Buhler's just 5th free throw try of the game.
Owen Pyle is going to return to the lineup for McPherson. Dawson File goes out. Grant Rickert now 6 points, 1 more at the line. Each team with 2 second-half team fouls. Rickert hits them both. 35-19. Lead is 16. Back the other way. This is Madron. Another foul that is going to put Madron at the line for 2. He got hammered.
Well, and I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Madron going to the rim every chance they get.
Madron is good. He has not been automatic at the line tonight. He is 5 of 7. Now has 13 points. Second for the senior. Nearly slipped and fell. He saved it in backcourt to Isaiah Hernandez.
Great athletic play by Wade to keep possession.
Here's Zay off to Meyer in the right corner for a 3. That rims long. Rebound Madron. Madron full steam ahead, left to right. Inside, right to the cup and lays it in.
He is so quick.
Oh, 4:04 to go in the third. 35-23. Buhler back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, covers? Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong.
American Family Insurance.
Hutchrec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutchrec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutchrec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutchrec Facebook page.
HKFM.
And a couple of threes from Wade Meyer. 15-point lead at halftime. They built that to 18 to start the second half, but McPherson's whittled it to 12. And Buhler's best player is on the bench with 3 fouls. Here's Wes Miller inside off the window, missed. There's a nice play out of the timeout to get an open look inside. Miller couldn't hit. McPherson the other way, basket good by Becker. And just like that, it's a 10-point game, and here come the Pups.
And you can just feel the momentum in the building swinging the way of McPherson.
Right now, possession where Buhler needs to come away with some points. Hernandez in front court, guarded by Mueller in the man-to-man. Plays it off to Wade Meyer, top of the circle. 3:27 to go in the third. Far side of Rickert. Buhler's got to survive the next 3 minutes with Jack Voth on the bench.
And Voth is at the table. I think they're going to check him in at the next stop ball.
Here's Willard-Trask. Meyer near side. Hernandez had the ball deflected by Mueller. Saves it in backcourt. Here's Isaiah. Lost his footing in travel.
Yeah, just hit that banana peel right there at the keyhole. And
so Voth will come back in. Knet's back in for McPherson. Boy, and if you're Jack Voth, you cannot in the next 2:57 pick up a fourth foul.
And you know what's going to happen right here is they're going to go right at him.
Yep.
Seth is going to take it in and try to draw that last foul.
Well, and if you give up a bucket, you give up a bucket.
Yes, you can't worry about trying to draw charges at this point.
Inside to Miller against Voth.
Travel.
And they're going to call a foul.
No, travel.
Or excuse me, call a travel on Mason Miller against Jack Voth, who was up and down that time.
I was nervous as all get out right there.
As long as Jack is guarding the rim, they're going to go right at him.
Yes.
As they should.
Yep, good smart coaching.
So the travel on Miller, Buhler gets it back. Here is Jack in front court, double team far side, plays it off the bounce near the timeline to Isaiah Hernandez. Back right side circle to Ricker. Ricker around his man, gives up in the corner to Voth. Back to Grant. Grant working it along that right side. Here's Zay from the left. 2:20 to go now in the third in a 10-point game.
Hasn't the third quarter just drug, fellas?
Oh, goodness. Not been a ton of scoring in it either. Voth up near the timeline to Hernandez. Ball knocked away. Mueller, and then a foul on Hernandez. And Hernandez has got to be careful because if he were to get a second intentional, he would be done. So the turnover on Buhler, the foul on Isaiah Hernandez, his second. Mack will have it back with 2:05 to play in the quarter, trying to get it back to a single-digit game. Far side, Mueller. Inside, lob play to Madron, layup good.
Madron continues to stack up the points.
35-27, lead is down to 8. This is a 12-2 McPherson run. Inside, Voth off the window, yes!
Good to get Jack involved in scoring. That's his first bucket of the second half.
Boy, they desperately needed that answer. Back to a 10-point game. Madron inside, double teamed and still scores. 37-29. Buhler the other way into Stambaugh through a double team. Minute 20 to go in the fourth. Get it off to Voth. He'll get it across the timeline against Madron. Now double team, plays it off the bounce to Hernandez. Boy, Madron flopped again. Miller Trask along the far side. 1:04 left to play in the third. In an 8-point game, 37-29. Buhler is Corey Mueller after the shot. So Zay's going to have two coming at the line here with 52.7 to go. I don't think that was intentional, or was it? I have no idea.
Never know, but just glad to see Zay doing all right.
First free throw missed by Isaiah. That was his first free throw try of the year as Matt Eddy will come back in. Jack Voth out. Zay is a career 65% at the line. Buhler took the lead 13-12 late in the first quarter. They have not trailed since. Hernandez gets the second. He's got 7 points in the game now. Wade Meyer and Hernandez out.
And in a game like this, fellas, every single free throw counts.
38-29, 52.7 left. Madron has every bucket in this third quarter for Mack but one. Here's a three. Good by Owen Pyle. And that makes it 38-32. And we have a game at 6 points, 38 seconds to go in the quarter.
That's McPherson's first tray of the entire game.
Here is a Ricker off to Matt Eddy. Buhler can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want to. 26 seconds to go. Grant's got the point with Zay on the bench. Going to go to the free throw line. That's going to be taken by, I believe, Mason Miller, and that'll be his second.
Yeah, McPherson has so many bigs that it's really not hurting them getting physical in the paint. That's Miller's just first foul of the night.
So Mason Miller commits the foul and puts Matt Eddy at the line for two. 17.6 on the clock now. First free throw by the junior is missed. Boy, if you miss them both, second at the line for Matt Eddy, and it's good. That is Matthews' first point of the night. 39-32. 7-point game. Madron out high, guarded by a Ricker. They'll dump it off to Pyle, right side circle, in the corner to Knitz for three, in and out, no good. And we've got ourselves a game. 39-32, Buhler by 7, back in 1 minute. HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company. Today I brought our 4-year-old grandson. We have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For
Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. We will tailor the corner of 6th and Main, or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
HKFM.
Well, McPherson, after being 5 of 19 from the field in the first half, they were 7 of 12 in the third quarter, 49-32. And this is a three by Mueller, missed off the left iron from the wing. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. Seth Madron with 12 of Mac's 17 in that third.
Yeah, they really flipped the script on the Crusaders, holding Buhler to just 33% from the field in the third. That's what Buhler held Mac to in the first half.
This is Grant Ricker to both at the timeline. Both sides. Madron for McPherson. Hernandez for Buhler. You know how bad they want this. Here's Willard Trask. Off right side to Hernandez. Off the bounce to Diedrich in the lane. Layup good.
That's
great
Willard
shot.
Trask's first points of the second half.
41-32. Lead grows to 9. Madron the other way. Slings it in the far corner. Right side, Knitz for three. Back iron miss. Gets his own rebound. That was Mueller. I'm sorry. Now the ball knocked away by Diedrich. Willard Trask in a steal. What a hustle.
Great job hitting the deck by the junior.
And Buehler's got it back. Here comes Voth ahead up that Florida. Ricker on the right side. Diedrich inside again. Yes! What a series by Diedrich! And a timeout by McPherson.
Great ball movement for the Crusaders, and it was all predicated by Diedrich Willard Trask hitting the deck and getting the ball back for Buhler.
43-32. Lead goes to doubles again at 11. Timeout from the Roundhouse. 60 seconds here on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
For 72 months on 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs. No payments until March 2022. And top it off with free Sirius XM for 1 full year. Listen in your Ram, at home, or on your phone. Check out your new Dodge Ram at Allen Samuels today on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage. We will tailor a policy to your individual needs, take the time to educate you on your coverage, and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main, or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. This is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications, and can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Well, Gabe Pyle of the game, a freshman. This is a big shot out of that timeout. That's a gutsy shot by a freshman. Buhler the other way, trying to work it inside. Ball knocked out of bounds. They'll keep it on their baseline. That's a hairy moment to ask your youngest guy to step up and hit a big shot.
He comes out of the game now.
Replaced by Owen Pyle. Buhler ball. Hernandez in to Ricker. Up top to Voth. 6:02 to play here in the game. Buhler up by 11. 43-32. Here is Meyer right in front of us to this near side court. Meyer to Hernandez. Buhler not in a hurry here.
Yeah, we have the luxury of burning clock.
Ricker wide open. He'll take the open three and missed it badly. Out of bounds to McPherson. Well, the question is, did Buhler weather the McPherson storm in that third quarter? They have another one in them.
I would Bet all the rice in China. There will be another run.
There's another one.
All right, trying to get it to single digits. Here is Marin across the timeline inside with the right. He missed it. Boy, anytime you can get the ball to not go in when that guy's in the lane.
Yes, and it was a great smart play by Jack Both as he just kind of abdicated right at the 11th hour.
Well, that's the presence of the Crusader team taking charges. Both Diedrich and Jack were set up and caused Marin to take the floater.
Buhler got the rebound. They've got the ball back, burning some more clock. Hernandez. Isaiah driving inside. Gives to Wade. Yes, Wade Meyer.
Great finish at the rim by the junior. That's his first bucket of the second half.
Lead goes to 13, 45-32 at the 4:55 mark. Now we've got 3 players tangled up. And boy, I hate to see that one of them is wearing number 34. Marin got tangled up with Voth and Meyer. And that foul is on Wade Meyer. That's okay. I think Wade might have gotten the worst end of that too.
Yes.
So he's going to come out of the game, replaced by Ethan Stambaugh. Here's Knetz on the drive, the kick to Marin. Marin inside, up top now to Mueller. Mueller works it underneath and a whistle before the pass inside to Ediger. You talked about it, those guys not coming out. That's one thing that Kinnaman doesn't have. You know, you think about the big guys inside over the years he's had, like a Cody Stuffelbein. He doesn't have that guy this year.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his big guys this year aren't really a threat to score whatsoever.
Foul in there on Ethan Stambaugh was his second. Here's Marin inside. Got another flop play, trying to bait the referee into calling the foul on Voth. What a pass. Oh, my goodness, to Willard Trask. Off the bounce, but the shot blocked from behind by McPherson. Good recovery for the Pups defensively. Marin the other way, high off the window and good.
Yeah, Marin just
he can fly.
He came at that bucket with a lot of heat.
Lead down to 11, and we've got another timeout. Seth Marin has got some hops, doesn't he?
He does, and he can move with the basketball in his hands.
45-34, 4:16 left, halfway down to the fourth. Buhler with an 11-point advantage. We're back in 30 seconds. The Roundhouse in McPherson on HKFM and Crusader Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed or embroidered? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Company in Hutch. Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, we've got you covered. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
HKFM.
45-34, 4:16 to play. Seth Marin has 21 of McPherson's 34. Much more balanced scoring on the other side of the scorebook for the Crusaders.
Yeah, so for tonight, for Buhler, 7 players have scored.
Buhler by 11, 4:16 to play. Isaiah Hernandez to play it, and Buhler's going to have it the length of the floor after that timeout. Mack playing full court pressure, and Seth Marin nearly picked off a pass. Then he did. Then he laid it in and one. And Seth Marin snuck by Grant Ricker to get that ball, laid it in, and a foul. And he'll have a chance for the and one at the free throw line, and a chance to get it back to an 8-point game. That foul on Grant Ricker, his first.
This is Seth Marin's third and one try of the night.
45-36, free throw missed. Rebound, tapped about, taken by Grant Ricker. Here's Buhler the other way. Ethan Stambaugh with it.
Made the smart play, letting the offense come down the floor to get set up in the half court.
Ricker's got it up near the timeline. Well, and I like to see him use some clock. One thing I don't want him to do is stop doing the things that got him to this point in the game. Here is Stambaugh, fouled by Madrin. That'll be the third on Seth. That'll be the 16th foul on the Pups. That was their last to give. Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Buhler with 17 fouls. Ricker to play it in. Out there with Willard, Trask, Voth, Stambaugh, and her Jack Voth far side. Guarded by Madrin as he has been all night. Off to Hernandez. Isaiah matched up on Mueller. Well, they played off to Ricker. Boy,
good save.
Grant nearly lost it off his fingertips. Got it back. Boy, he has got Knitz right on him. Off to Voth. 3:10 to go.
And Madrin just picked
up. Madrin picks up his fourth. Being physical with Jack Voth out front. Boy, at the midcourt stripe is never where you want your best player to pick up his fourth foul.
Yeah, because it's such an inconsequential foul on the defensive side, but a massive foul in the makeup of the game.
Should that not have been the 7th?
It says 7 on the board.
Doesn't on the big board up there. I thought that should have been max 7. Here is Ricker. He is fouled by Knitz, and that should be the 7th, and it'll be 1 and 1.
Yeah, I had it just as 6 prior to this most recent foul.
So Grant Ricker's going to go to the line at 1 and 1. 7 points tonight for Grant. Came into the game as Buhler's second leading scorer behind Jack Voth. What did you say about free throws being important? Wade Meyer checks back into the ballgame. Ethan Stambaugh will go out. 3 minutes to go in a 45-36 game. Buhler by 9. They could extend it back to double digits here. They can score on this trip down the floor. Ricker at the free throw line, missed off the back iron. Diedrich Willard Trask nearly had a huge offensive board. He couldn't save it though, ahead to McPherson. Madrin in traffic, off the window, missed. Rebound, stick back, no. Rebound, Jack Voth. And then Jack Voth has it taken away by Knitz. Shot missed, rebound, Jack.
And Voth's really got to be careful because they're going to be looking to call number 4 on him.
If I'm Coach Swanson here.
And Jack Voth hurt himself.
And they're going to call a turnover. They're going to call traveling, and Jack.
He rolled his ankle.
I'm kind of surprised there that Coach Swanson didn't call a timeout. Jack's going to come out of the game, replaced by Matt Eddy. Let's hope it's not too serious. Oh, goodness. Jack Voth hobbling to the sideline, replaced by Eddy. 2:34 to go. 45-36. Willard Trask denies the inbounds play. And McPherson will reset. Left to the basket. It'll be Owen Pyle to inbound. And again, the inbound, this time I think it was Meyer who kicked it away. Well, nobody has come to the aid of Jack. I think he's determined to walk that off. Buhler to McPherson to inbound. Mueller up near the timeline. 2:29 to go. Drive down the right sideline line. The kick, the 3 on the way. That is strong. Rebound over the top. Becker pushes Willard Trask. No, how in the world? Mr. Official, Diedrich Willard Trask just got treated like he was a stuffed toy out of there. I don't know how you call that a blocking foul.
I don't know how that wasn't an over the back. I know Diedrich gives up maybe a couple inches, but it's...
All right, it's going to be Sam Becker at the line for what I'm presuming is a 1 and 1. 8th team foul on the Crusaders. 2:21 to go, 45-36. That foul on Diedrich is his second. Free throw on the way is short. Rebound, Willard Trask.
Oh, he got taken away.
Taken away with 2:07 left. Here's Hernandez. Far side, and he will be fouled by Dawson File. And then the official separating the two The official immediately got between File and Hernandez. It's gotten a little chippy in here.
Words
Imagine
exchanged between Buhler and McPherson.
Marin back in for McPherson. Both, I think, will be back. Clock stop with 2:03 to go. First for Zay is in and out, no good. Rebound McPherson. It is Madron who grabs it. Madron the other way in traffic, stripped. Rebound though, and a putback good by Sam Becker. It's a 5-point game. And the ball got kicked by Corey Mueller. Do they call a foul?
A foul was called.
Got lucky because that would have been a travel if there wasn't a foul called.
Mueller committing the foul. It's going to be Willard Trask at the line. Not been great at the line here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Buhler shot really well in the first half from the line, but cooled off here down the stretch.
Willard Trask, first in and out, no good. Max got the ball back with a cheap.
It crossed half court, but no
Saved
call.
by Knetz. It might have gone off Isaiah Hernandez. Madron in the lane, missed. Rebound tapped him out, taken by Hernandez. Long outlet pass. Willard Trask the other way. Layup, yes!
Great touch by Willard Trask to lay it gingerly over the rim.
Great assist.
It's 47-43. Down to a 2-possession game and a timeout on the floor. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Johnson Sheet Metal, by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Waypatten Insurance, by Ideatech, and by Dodge Jeep Ram online at AlanSamuelsHutch.com. Well, this is an important possession right here for Buhler, but more importantly, you talked about it, here in the second half, their last handful of trips to the line, Willard Trask 0 of 1, Ricker 0 of 1, Hernandez 0 of 1, Eddie 1 of 2.
Yes.
This has been a tough stretch for them. Well, you think about if they take advantage of those free throws, they're in a really good position right now.
We have missed the front end. You mentioned those 3 times. That's huge. The one nice thing, McPherson with 9 fouls. So the next time they foul us, we're getting to the double bonus. So,
yeah.
Like we said numerous times, until this horn sounds.
And they're not going to foul right off the bat. They're going to make the Crusaders get it across half court. Then they're going to go for the foul.
And you know, in all of that, you know who hasn't shot a free throw tonight?
Jack Voth.
Jack Voth hasn't made a try. And he will be the inbounder here with 1:10 to go. His team up 4. They have not trailed. Buhler took the lead at 13-12 late in the first quarter. They have not trailed it since. Ricker just threw it away.
He had it poked from behind by one of the MAC defenders.
Max got it back. Chance to make it a 1-possession game. Inside Mueller. Right now, Madron is not in the game. Mueller inside. Yeah. And they call the blocking foul. Ooh. No, they're going to call the charge on Mueller. What a holy cow.
And that is Mueller's 4th personal foul.
Seth Madron is not in the game. He has 4 fouls, and I'm trying to figure out why. Did he foul out at some point and we missed it?
No.
Why is he not in the game?
I have no idea.
And technical.
Coach Kinnaman just getting teed up. You caught it, Carson.
52.8 left. Coach Kinnaman picks up a technical foul.
And who's going to shoot the free throws?
It'll be Jack Voth to shoot 2 and the ball. And I have no idea what's happening here. I know that Coach Kinnaman, first free throw, no good. I know he's been upset all night with the block versus charge calls they've been making. Second free throw, got it. And Buhler will have the ball. And to be fair, those are often is it a charge, is it a block? Those are sometimes 50-50 calls.
Yes. And both teams has taken their fair share of charges and gotten called.
48-43, Buhler with the ball up 5. 49 seconds to go. Hernandez will be fouled by Corey Mueller. That'll be his 4th.
No, his 5th. I believe he just fouled out.
Did he? Well, Buehler's got to hit some free throws.
Yep.
I mean, you think about this. 2 free throws here makes it a 3-possession game. That is 5 on Mueller. He is done. He'll come out of the game, replaced by Dawson File. Isaiah Hernandez at the line, where he is 1 of 2. He has 7 points. That is second most this season. He had 9 in the first game of the year. Now an 8th point as he makes the first free throw. 18 fouls on McPherson, 10 on Buhler. Second for the senior, in and out, no good. And so a 6-point game, 49-43, 43 seconds to go. Madrid to File. This is a 2, left side missed. Rebound inside, Becker. Put back good, and a timeout with 35 seconds left. 49-45.
Woo. G-Mani.
All right. Timeout of the floor. 35.6 left. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
HKFM.
Well, Buhler will have the ball back after Sam Becker scores it off an offensive rebound. 49-45. Buhler just 2 of 7 at the free throw line in this fourth quarter. And that is kept Mack in the game.
And Madron still not on the floor for McPherson.
Interesting. I think it's an offense for defense.
Yes.
That would be my guess. They don't want him to pick up that 5th foul playing defense, obviously. So job 1 is to get the ball across midcourt. And the way Buehler's been shooting free throws here down the stretch, if I'm Coach Kinnaman, I foul pretty quickly. They'll make him get it across half. No, they won't. They'll foul right away. They'll foul Ricker. Ricker is 3 of 4 at the line tonight.
Coach Swanson designed that inbounds play so Jack didn't have to move. You know, his ankle, he's still limping just a little bit.
Matt Eddie's coming to the score table, and I don't want to make light of it. It's this environment. It's not easy to step to the free throw line and hit free throw shots. You can see Grant thinking about it right now, can't you?
Yep.
And left the first short.
And here comes Madron.
Madron and Gabe Pyle in for McPherson. Both goes out. And Eddie in for Buhler.
It's like you said, that whole exchanging offensive and defensive ends of the floor.
Grant's second is good. Jumper in the lane, missed by Pyle. Ball tapped in the air, taken by Mack. Put back good by Creighton Cadets. 3-point game, 17 seconds left. And we've got a timeout by Buhler, 50-47. Well, Mack is all but coming back. A 1-possession game with 16 seconds left, and this is where we were a year ago.
Yes.
In this gym.
Yes.
Exactly where we were a year ago. Where Mack is going to foul. If you make 1 free throw, the game is over.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
And you almost wish that the timeout was taken just a little later. You know, that clock is still running, and you want to get a little deeper in that 5-second count, but still, everything comes down to the free throws. Those are free buckets the Crusaders have to capitalize on.
And just 3 of 9.
Yes, you talk about pressure situation. I mean, this gym, this rivalry.
Yeah, I
mean,
the
streak. Lots going through.
Keep in mind, these are 17, 18-year-old kids. I'd wet my pants at the free throw line. Here's Hernandez to play it in. 16 seconds to go. They get it to Grant Ricker. Back to Isaiah. They will foul Isaiah with 12.7 on the clock. And so Isaiah hits 1. It makes it tougher. He hits 2. There's no 5-point play in basketball.
And Hernandez tonight from the line, 2 of 5.
Zay has 8 points. 12.7 on the clock. First free throw missed.
Oh.
Madron and Pyle back in and get their
Relax.
shooters back in the game.
Relax right here. Come on, Isaiah.
Zay's got one more.
All the potential rebounders on the other end of the floor to defend.
Missed them both. Now I give up the 2 here. You don't want to foul. In the lane, shot missed, put back. Yes, it's a 1-point game and that's it. And Buhler has done it. I think survive.
Yes.
Is the word of the night.
Wow.
Holy cow. 1997. That was 33 games ago in this series. The last time Buhler beat McPherson in a high school boys basketball game. And they have done it tonight. The streak is over in the strangest of ways in the fourth quarter. When that last 4 minutes, Buhler, one field goal?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they hit just enough free throws to win it. 50-49. So many storylines in this game. Jack Voth, Seth Madron getting in foul trouble. So many different guys that had big moments. Diedrich Willard-Trask was awesome tonight.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
And just going up and challenging balls that were available for the rebound caused issues for McPherson. They had to put their bigs in. They didn't have any shooters if they put their bigs in. So the game plan there is just unbelievable.
50-49. Buhler wins it. For the first time since 1997. And the first time that in I don't know how many years of calling Buhler basketball that I have ever called a win against McPherson in this gym. It's never happened. Never.
Yes. First time for everything, but I tell you what, just really impressed with our kids' composure. I mean, I think that's the thing. Carson, you've watched, and Aaron, you've watched a lot of these Buhler-McPherson games over the years. Those moments when you can just feel the shift of momentum back to McPherson. I mean, this group of young men, there wasn't really ever a point tonight that I felt like, the roof's going to cave in. Our guys are starting to speed up, or they lost their cool. Our guys kept their cool in a heated rivalry game and really, took care of the ball when they needed to down the home stretch.
And you respect the sportsmanship. I mean, we were talking about how we broke the streak. Well, after they shake hands, the first thing that happens is Isaiah and Jack Voth go over to Seth Madron and just talk and say, hey, keep your head up. You're a good ball player. And so that's respect from those guys and good sportsmanship. I think that, this type of atmosphere when something like that happens is something that these guys will never forget. And it's also something that they know in the back of their heads, hey, this isn't the last time we're going to see these guys. We have them one more time at our place, and we can't let them do what we did to them.
February 15th. Mark it on your calendar. They will play again in the Fieldhouse. What a game, what a night. Buhler, 4th ranked, make it 3rd ranked in 4A, improves to 5-0, 2-0 in the league. The MAC Bullpups fall to 3-3 and 1-1. Buhler had a 13-point lead early in the 4th. A 17-5 run by McPherson to finish the game, but it was 1 point short of what they needed. Unbelievable. 50-49. The streak is broken. Crusaders win it. We're back with our post-game thoughts after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
for the Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
It's the New Year New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands and inventory ready for immediate delivery. Simply pick out a new or used vehicle and we will give you 90 days, no payments, plus make your first payment up to $500. Trade-in values have never been higher, and we have over 500 new and used vehicles in stock to choose from. Stop by Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or Hillsboro, and your first payment is on us.
Find us at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Need a little morale pick-me-up in your office? Did you know updating your old fluorescent troffers with flat panel LEDs can boost employee morale and productivity? Sunflower Electric will come to your office, lay out a design, and provide a free estimate that can have big dividends. New flat panel LEDs give better lighting output using less wattage and lasting longer, which means savings for you. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by your local Sunflower Electric supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
HKFM.
Well, welcome back here to the Roundhouse in McPherson. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, by APAC Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. Buhler wins it tonight 50-49. Channeling my inner Howard Cosell. Down goes Frazier tonight. Wow. You know, you think about this, Buhler got so tight that last 4.5 minutes.
Well, we were talking about it, was it in probably about the midway point or early in the fourth quarter where you knew McPherson was going to make a run. I mean, they were going to make a run. Good teams like them don't just go quietly into the night. And you just hope that you have enough sandbags stacked up when the flood comes. And, luckily for the Crusaders, they made just enough plays tonight to eke out the victory.
Yeah, 30 points in the first half. And then just 20 in the second half. Is really McPherson kind of reversed things from half to half. It was all led by Seth Madron. We knew that it would be. And, I think I told you guys in a break at one point if Mac was going to come back, if they had a chance, Seth Madron had to take over the game. And there for a while he did. Yeah,
and the fouls and missed free throws, those are something that you can look back on, and the game spread is completely different. It's not a one-point game at the end of it. So I think that it's really an unbelievable feeling for these guys to finish that. And they know in the back of their head that they had that cold stretch there at the end, and they didn't play as well as they could have. So they're going to keep growing on this.
Absolutely. We'll break down the final totals coming up. Brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Also, we'll get to our play and player of the game tonight as Coach joins us. Well, Coach, there's a lot to kind of dissect, different points, different things that happened in that game. Most importantly, though, is your team got the win.
Yeah, at the end of the day. It's been a long time coming, as you know, and you could tell by the kids' reactions. And, it was, first off, I gave a lot of credit to the McPherson kids. I mean, we jumped on them early, and we knew they were going to come back hard. We knew they were going to make a run. Next time I'd like to make some free throws so it's not quite that close. But they showed a lot of heart for a lot of young guys. But I was so proud of our kids. They could have folded the adversity. Like I heard you guys saying, a lot of things to learn. We could have done a lot of things better, but man, could you get a tougher environment than this to work on presso over and over and over, and the free throws and whatnot. To hold on for a win is just, it's so much easier to learn after you watching that film if you know you won the game. You kind of like reading a good book. You peek to the end, and so I'm just I'm very happy. I'm happy for Buhler. I don't know if these kids were alive the last time we won here.
They were not.
Okay, and some of my best memories in high school when I was, at Hutch, were coming here and playing, and it's a neat environment. When Buhler comes, I watch them on film. They don't put the people in the crowd or have the excitement like when we're here, and we don't either. So just a great rivalry. Now I hope hard to call it a rivalry until you win one, but obviously the kids are excited, and thank God we have a break because Jack's got a big old goose egg on his ankle, and Isaiah, he hadn't even practiced the last 4 days till yesterday, 5 days, because he's been nursing a pulled groin, and he gutted it out tonight. And so just, we need that break right now. They were face guarding Grant. Grant didn't have the offensive game that he's been having for us, but what he did, we were talking in the locker room, what he did was the attention they were giving him. That's why Wade was wide open on those 2 threes early that he hit. And so, there's other ways to contribute. Jace Williams, my first year, he would get frustrated sometimes because he didn't feel like, because he wanted to help the team more. And I'd show him on tape, like, Jace, everyone's getting open
so
shots.
Much attention.
Yes,
yeah.
Everyone's getting open shots because of you. And you're, so, but it's special, and we had, Max and Tayden and Drake met the kids in the locker room, and as recent alumni, and just that means a lot, and just real happy for the kids, and make for a better Christmas for all of us, obviously. But at the end of the day, I told the kids, if we would have lost this game, it wasn't going to break our season, and we won it. It didn't make our season. It's a nice memory. But, it's 1 out of 20. But the nice thing is we don't have to turn around and play Friday. We can enjoy it a little more than we would some.
Yeah, you talked about the free throws in the fourth quarter, 3 of 10. The good news is
we were.
Yeah.
And how many of those were front ends?
Yeah. Several. The good news is you guys are a much better free throw shooting team than that.
Oh, geez.
You put somebody in that environment, right. You can see just them thinking about it. I mean, it's just
absolutely.
Tough situation.
Their technique was different than normal, and if I would have had more timeouts, I probably would have called 1 or 2 before we shot the free throw, which is usually a no-no, just to tell them a joke. Loosen up, lighten up. But I was proud of him. I was proud of all of them. Diedrich battled. He grew up tonight.
Diedrich was, he's our player of the game. Just, you get Jack in foul trouble, and he did so many things tonight. For
I won't talk about that. But yes, it was a hard played game both ways, and I tip my hat to McPherson because of those kids showed a lot of heart, and you knew they would. I mean, coaches, we knew they had a run. We just hoping it wouldn't get to 1. But luckily it did, and they didn't. They didn't have any more timeouts, so we were able to let those last couple seconds tick off.
Well, Coach, the thing that feels so good about this team so far this year, I mean, you look at McPherson, and they rely. And, he's a special kid, Seth Madrid, and all the things that he does, they rely a ton on him. And it just feels like through this early stretch, you guys have been incredibly balanced. I know that Jack gets a lot of the attention, but it's been a team effort in every game.
Absolutely, and that's what we talked about tonight is, like we alluded to earlier, is, Wade really hasn't shown what he can do offensively, struggled a little bit, but Wade's a good basketball player, and he can shoot it. And, Grant makes shots early. Well, tonight, because of the attention they were giving Jack and the attention they were giving Grant, Wade got those open shots, and Isaiah. And then and our team, we found them. And our guys have confidence in Wade, and he, those were just huge plays. And we needed every point, obviously.
You only got to win by 1.
Yeah, I mean, we've lost enough close ones to them.
Oh, goodness.
It was I was debating whether or not we foul there. Luckily, they only went for 2. But there's just a little bit too much time left. And if you do that, you got to get the rebound. And with Jack out there playing off one leg, I just didn't feel 100% confident we'd be able to get a rebound on a free throw miss. So worked out for us. It's big monkey out far back, and now we can just concentrate on trying to get better, and we'll come back with a really hard game at Augusta. I mean, that's the other thing that's nice about this break is, during the way the league schedule sets up, traditionally it's obviously been MAC, and last year we shared it with them in Augusta, and Augusta's obviously Final Four in the state last 2 years maybe. But to have to play MAC and Augusta back to back is tough. So I'm really glad, at least this time, especially road. I'm glad we got the break. And that's even if Isaiah and Jack weren't injured.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on a huge win, and great start for your kids.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And let me thank what a great turnout from Buhler. We even had the mascot here, and so we do appreciate it. The kids, you can tell we've got some good kids that, just like the football team did, that support each other and root for each other and want each other to be successful. And I think our kids that were here tonight, they got just as big a kick out of this as anyone. So I do appreciate the help. And I hope everybody has a great Christmas. And
you too.
We told the guys that we'd have a 3-hour practice, but I'd let them sleep until 10:30. You know what? The kids didn't give me as bad of a dirty look as Coach Bryant did.
It's like, come on, man.
Rachel Babcock is listening tonight. If she's still looking for some last-minute gift ideas for Coach Babcock, he got a little upset tonight at halftime of the JV game. You might get him a new clipboard.
Uh-oh.
So,
yeah. There were a few emotions here in this gym
tonight. It was
tonight,
awesome.
So.
I'm so lucky to have my assistant coaches. I'm just very, very blessed. We have Jamar and Matt and Dave. I've got a great group, and they're bouncing ideas off of me, and they're great in practice. They're good with the kids. We don't do it for the money. But it's certainly fun to work with those guys.
Well, Coach, Merry Christmas to you and
you guys too.
Your family, and we'll see you on the 7th at Augusta.
Thanks a lot.
That is Coach Ryan Swanson with us, and back with more of our post-game right after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack post-game show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Nextech Wireless.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch. Proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
This is Rod from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Our certified auto technicians are highly trained to keep your vehicle in top performing condition. Our goal is to exceed customers' expectations by being thorough, honest, and fair.
Keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here at the Roundhouse as we wrap things up tonight, brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, Edgar Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric. Kind of normally we're the last guys in here, and guys don't want to leave tonight. They're just kind of hanging around a little extra. So
yeah, you savor these a little bit, and and I can't tell you too, and beyond just it being a big win over a team that's kind of had our number for a long time, Aaron, getting that win before Christmas break. All these players have got to be so excited because you just feel so good going into the break and have some momentum, and just makes practice over Christmas that much more enjoyable.
Final numbers brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPA. Scoring for McPherson, Seth Madron with a game-high 24. He had all but 8 of that in the second half. I told you, Seth Madron has to take over the game if they get back in it, and in the third quarter, there for a long stretch he did.
Yeah, when they outscored us 17-9 in that third quarter, Seth Madron was the one really carrying the water for Mac.
Creighton Knitz with 10, Owen Pyle with 5, Corey Mueller with 3, Mason Miller with 1, and Sam Becker with 6. For the Crusaders, Diedrich Willard-Trask and Isaiah Hernandez, and Jack Volf both tonight had 10. 8 for Grant Ricker, 8 for Wade Meyer, 8 for Zay Hernandez, 5 for Ethan Stambaugh, and 1 for Matt Eddy. And what I was talking to Coach about is just the balance there and contributions all up and down the roster. So
yeah, and that's really going to be an asset for the Crusaders for the rest of the year, because obviously, people are going to key on Jack Voth, but other guys can chip in and score, and you never know which other guys are going to get to double figures for Buhler, and it makes it really hard to defend, because if you sell out to try to stop one or two guys, there's other guys that can hurt you, and just the thing too, just how well Buhler took care of the basketball tonight. That's something that McPherson plays, that tough pressure defense, and I was just really impressed by our guys' composure in this tough, hostile environment in such a big rivalry game.
Our Dick's Phillips 66 fill-up of the game tonight. Fill up on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dick's Phillips 66, family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. One of 2 huge shots in the first half for Wade Meyer. Zay streaking inside of the left corner to Meyer for 3. Waiter knocks it down.
His first field goal of the night's a big one. Gives Buhler a 6-point lead, their largest of the night.
That was to start the second quarter. 5:35 left before halftime, made it 18-12. Wade would hit another huge 3. Coach really talked about McPherson helping on Grant Ricker, and that left Wade open for a couple of huge shots and knocked him down.
Yeah, and Wade, tonight with those 2 big threes, of Buehler's threes tonight, he had half of them. So, that was all big buckets. In a one-point game, every bucket, every free throw is big.
Our Wifco Steel Products player of the game tonight, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Wifco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at wifcosp.com. And a night when Jack Voth had to battle foul trouble. He rolled his ankle late in the game. I thought the contribution that Diedrich Willard-Trask gave tonight in 29 minutes. He played more minutes than everybody on the team tonight, but Isaiah Hernandez, 10 points, and all 10 of them were huge. And a lot of times because McPherson defensively was helping on other guys, that left him opportunities on the inside.
Yes, him playing strong and tough, huge for Buhler tonight.
So the Crusaders win it. And they are 5-0 going into the Christmas break at Augusta on January 7th. Mac will try and rebound. 3-3 now. They'll go to Winfield on the 7th. And we don't have to talk about 1997, although that's the year I graduated, so it's a good year. But the streak is broken. Tough one for the Lady Crusaders tonight. They missing some players. Coach really having to work her bench a little bit differently tonight. They played tough in that zone in the first quarter. It was just 16-7, but boy, Mac really got going, forced the turnovers, and they run away with it 63-15. Chloe Clevenger had a big night for Mac. The thing that I talked about with the coach, though, and is really proud of the kids, is that, again, the effort is there and the intensity is there. These young ladies At no point in this first 5-game losing streak have I seen them be intimidated by another team or another player.
Yeah, and another thing, too, you haven't seen infighting with the team. And that's something that sometimes the team really starts getting hammered. Girls start fighting or pouting with each other, and haven't seen a single second of that this entire season.
Marin Lackey was our player of the game with a team-high 5 points. So hope all of you have a fantastic Christmas break. Thanks for tuning in and going along on the ride. It was an emotional ride tonight. A lot of twists and turns. It wasn't the prettiest down the stretch, but all you have to do is win by 1. That's, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
A win's a win.
You'll take it and you'll go home. All right, buddy, have a great Christmas break. We'll talk to you on January the 7th at Augusta. That is going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Crusader basketball here on HKFM and on the Crusader Sports Network, brought to you in part by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, by McKinsey Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy. For Chris Schenk and Carson Moeller, Colton Hines, our videographer tonight, Aaron West, have a pleasant good evening. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.